This episode of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers is brought to you by the generosity of our backers on Patreon. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and
Instagram.
And visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/esotericrp to find out how you can become a backer too. The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Black and White, a Vampire the Masquerade duet chronicle featuring David Larkins and Desiree Valdez.
God damn it. I'm going to
Chew
hit
away.
record. No, I'm not going to chew away.
Go ahead and get your chew on, girl.
Just like we chewed through Salvadore's neck.
Ooh, Salvadore?
No.
Oh, yeah.
This is off to a terrible start. I'm finishing eating something, and then...
You said Salvadore.
I said Salvadore. No, I can't.
And then I'm putting on Total Eclipse.
I wanted this, but now I don't want it.
No,
Just
you-
like the Cats trailer. I didn't... first of all, I did not want cats. And then we got cats, and everyone... What is this? This is from this musical we were talking
From
about.
Dance of the Vampires.
I need to take some credit for this.
You do.
Well, not for this, but...
Nobody should take credit for this.
Well, no one wants to. This is weird. So it's like this chorus part.
Apparently.
This is awkward.
Yeah.
Is it? It's in German?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's get into it. There it is.
Wait, let's wait.
I don't want to talk, just want to listen.
Where are we going with this?
Manchmal in der Nacht fühle ich mich einsam und traurig, doch ich weiß nicht, was mir fehlt.
Alright, I'm already over it, so you can turn it down.
Fantastische Träume, aber wenn
Yes.
Okay. So here's what happened. We started off this week where I was like, today's mood, feeling sad that there's no Nosferatu musical.
Yeah.
You know, by Jim Steinman.
Right.
And so the Cats, as you all know,
As everybody knows.
as everyone knows, the freaking trailer for the movie adaptation of the musical Cats came out this week.
Yes.
It went,
ich spür eine Sehnsucht, die mich sucht.
no. Okay, because this ties into Cats.
Yes.
So,
We're going somewhere with this. I'm sorry we're talking about cats so much. Alright, anyway, go on. She's like, I want more dog-focused content.
yeah.
Alright, go on. You got the sourest expression on your face right now. Alright.
No,
So-
I hate this. I hate it. It's so... No,
Alright.
this is terrible.
Go on.
I don't want this.
Alright.
It just goes to show the performance of Bonnie Tyler. Like, the way she sings that song is amazing, and that's the only reason it's lifted and it's so amplified is because of how her voice is, the raspiness of her voice. It's so perfect.
Yeah, it's true.
But you're listening to these musically trained, these professionally trained, musical theater people singing and in German.
I know.
So, which makes me think of Amadeus. Remember when they're talking about the different languages? Like, German's too brutal for opera. It is. Okay. All right. So.
Yes.
There's plenty of operas in German, but all right.
Yes.
So, so I was upset that there was no Nosferatu musical. The Cats the musical came out, and I was lurking around different forums, and somebody mentioned that Starlight Express is one of the most popular musicals in Germany, being super popular. Like, everyone has seen it. There's a theater that has been built in 1988 devoted to productions of Starlight Express, which if you don't know what that is, it's like a Thomas the Tank Engine, the musical, on roller skates. It feels like it's incredibly...
She's not exaggerating.
No, it's
either,
Coke-fueled. It's like... Okay, so the 80s.
Yeah.
So that was there. And then the person added that the other really super popular musical in Germany is one based on...
Go on.
Something.
All right.
Turn it up.
Oh, shit. Well, I don't want it to drown out your anecdote. Oh, okay. Just gotta dance first.
All right, so
Yes.
that's more like it. That's more like it.
That's a bit more like it.
Okay, so yeah, you can turn it a little bit. Okay, so I'm wondering about this musical. So the person says the second, the other most popular musical in Germany that everyone's obsessed with is one that's based on the Fearless Vampire Killers movie that Roman Polanski, whatever, directed in 1967. They made a musical called Dance of the Vampires, or Dance with the Vampires, right? Or
Dance of the Vampire.
Dance of the Vampire. I was like, wait, what? Featuring a German version of Total Eclipse of the Heart. Yeah. And that's when I was like, bing, 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 this is exactly what we were talking about. Yeah. So...
Well, except for the German part.
Well, yeah. So, look it up. Yeah, so this is a Dance of the Vampire happened. It was a total flop. It was one of the most terrible... It was one of the biggest Broadway flops. Because there's a European version, there's a Broadway version. Apparently this is very popular in Japan. It is a thing that people go see. Oh, yeah, exactly. It's the most popular in Germany and Japan. So that's our bias. So it's just kind of weird, right? And so I'm looking into it. There's production. There's a production I think that's going to happen in the Netherlands in 2020. This is a thing. And so it's based on the movie Fearless Vampire Killers, and
right now all our European listeners, their minds are blown that we've never heard of it.
And they're like, this is...
what are you talking about? It's like you're talking about Star Wars where you never heard of it
Right,
before.
exactly. These American idiots.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I find that really funny. So we were just reading through the plot, which sounded kind of funny at times, but mostly weird and inappropriate and gross.
It's interesting that the vampires win in the end.
They do win. And then the closing song apparently, which I'm surprised you didn't play, was from the theme... The last song from Streets of Fire. Yeah.
Well, because Jim Steinman, you should mention, is behind this musical.
I thought you were going to chime in a little bit.
Oh, sure.
Help me out.
You're doing all right.
I was just okay.
Anyway, so, yeah, he's behind this musical, and so he had 6 weeks to do the score.
Yeah.
So he just dusted off a lot of his songs.
And thought, well, it's going to be in Austria. They're premiering in Austria. It's Vienna.
Yeah.
Who's going to know these songs?
Gonna know? Yeah.
But of course they knew what the songs were, but it didn't matter. And it's we couldn't take them out after that. It's I'm sorry. These are overinflated orchestrations. They sound horrible. And I'm curious what the last song sounds like. But it's based on this awesome song from Streets of Fire, which if you haven't seen, you should see, because that's definitely a cult classic. That movie is wild.
Yeah.
With another evil Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe.
Who's very hot and very young in that. But yeah. So so basically that's the tale. And so David decided to play the Total Eclipse thing, which just sounded friggin' bad.
Sounded like a musical.
Yeah, it did. So maybe it's better. I guess I'm picturing the height of his powers to create a really cool Rocky Horror-ish Nosferatu musical would be amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, rather than a rush job.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, I guess that's the story of that.
Yeah.
We didn't really address why I said Salvador, but...
Salvadore.
Salvador, I meant to say.
It's like some kind of weird alternate spelling. Like,
yeah.
it's like, oh, that's actually Catalan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, if you're from Barcelona, you pronounce it Salvador.
I don't think so.
Jesus Jones. No, there was a band.
What is this?
Jesus Jones.
I should have known.
Yeah. I just put it on 1991 top hits.
Jesus Jones was a thing for a little while.
It was. So do we want to talk a little bit about why our schedule's been so erratic and what our plans are going forward?
I guess we should give people a little insight into...
Because the last time I kind of put out an announcement on Patreon a few weeks ago, I was like, we're going to record a bunch of episodes, we're going to get a bunch in the can.
We need to stop doing that.
I know, we need to stop making promises.
Just stop with that. It's really annoying, and now we've lost probably half our listeners.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean,
if we haven't alienated them by different things that we've said, at least, especially in the last episode, I re-listened to it, and I was like... Ooh, shouldn't have said it that way. And ooh, shouldn't have said that way. Ooh, well, ooh.
Yeah,
so.
No, I mean, the whole internet's mad at us. I'm getting, like, death threats.
That's not true.
Doxed.
No, that's not funny. That's not funny to joke. Don't joke about that. No, none of that's happened. I'm just saying none of that has happened. And it's no joke.
That's true. So, anyway, yeah, no, we changed our plans. Basically based on not wanting to rush through this.
All right, let me talk while you finish chewing.
Go for it.
So yeah, we're not rushing on this. So this is going to be the last episode of the second story. Mm-hmm. Can you turn this down? This is just horrible. I hate this. I mean, it's bad enough we have to walk around different stores and hear terrible music, and now we're listening to this shit.
Yeah, no, there was some
guys.
bad 90s music.
If you like Jesus Jones, that's cool. Or just, this isn't my cup of tea.
We get like one piece of hate mail from Jesus Jones fans.
We get no comments or hate mail. So
well, no, we do get comments. But they're all positive.
When was the last comments
they're
we
always
got?
positive.
Oh. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's been a while. So, anyway. Yeah, so this is the last episode of the second story. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of things going on personally right now, professionally, that...
Yeah, both you and I are traveling a lot this summer.
Yeah, we're traveling a hell of a lot right now for work and other things. So, it's a bit wild, but in August we should be resuming... Mm-hmm. No promises.
We'll see if I come back with Concred from Gen Con.
You will be going to Gen Con.
Yep. I'll be gone for like 2 weeks. You're going to be gone for a bit this coming week. So, it's been nuts.
It's been bad timing. And then personally, there's just a lot of things happening right now that we're having to navigate. So, yeah. I think hopefully by the third week in August.
Yeah.
No. I just said don't make promises.
Well, that's our goal. Our goal is to be settled back in, and things will be calmed down, hopefully to some extent. There are still some variables with,
Oh, thank God that song is over. That was horrible.
Yeah, that was only... Can you believe that was only 3 minutes?
That was terrible.
Anyway, so there's still some variables at play that are beyond our control that may require some travel or whatever, but we're going to do the best we can.
Yeah.
And... once we're done with this chapter, we'll only have 5 more. And the thing is, we didn't want to rush through it.
No.
And just do like five
But
sessions in like 2 weeks.
We've done this in the past,
Yeah.
where we really kind of cultivate what the story is. We're kind of going through, and as you're, going through, and we're navigating where the story is going, then you really think about it and think about where you want it to go. So this is what we usually do. Mm-hmm. It's nothing new.
No, it isn't.
No, this is not. This can be skipped. Jesus.
Jones.
No.
Let's see here. There we go. All right, so...
It's like bringing me down.
Yeah, it's pretty... 91 was a bad year for music, man. It was... there was some good stuff there.
What is this? What are you playing now?
It has to be one of the last In Excess hits.
Oh, no. I don't need these memories.
All right, here. I know it'll pick you up.
We started great. Now we're just down in the gutter. Yeah! Turn it up! Yeah! playing at Sandia last night.
She's back,
Sandia
everybody.
Pueblo. I'm back in the mix, everybody.
All right. Yep.
Dude, like, yeah, so one of my coworkers who was, like, graduated high school in 2010. Okay, for me, that's very young.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm going to go to see Boys to Men tomorrow. I'm like, or tonight. I was like, what the hell?
She wasn't even born when the song came out.
No. She's like, I haven't gone to a show in a long time. I'm like,
She was in utero.
do you know what Boys to Men? Do you know about this? No, she wasn't even. Like,
If she graduated in 2010, she would have been born in 92. So yeah, she was probably a zygote. Zygotes to men. Anyway. Yeah, but I mean, look at this. So yeah, okay, we got Motown Philly. That's an evergreen song.
Oh,
It's
always
platinum,
good.
sterling silver.
It is.
It doesn't tarnish
Diamond.
with time.
No.
Next up, Everything I Do It For You by Bryan Adams. Thumbs down.
Boo.
Then we've got the Motown song With the Temptations by Rod Stewart.
No.
Wholehearted by Extreme.
No.
Tom's Diner by Suzanne Vega.
It's in the middle.
I Don't Want to Cry by Mariah Carey.
That's amazing.
I don't remember that one. I don't remember her.
I don't know her.
Show Me the Way by Styx. I didn't even know Styx was still charting
That's
in
strange.
1991.
That has to be a typo.
Something to Talk About by Bonnie Raitt.
That's great.
Someday by Mariah Carey.
That's very
We all
good
know that
too.
one. Unbelievable by EMF.
Yeah, well.
Oh
my god.
Sorry. Blew that out. Midwest Girl by Andy Chipman.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. So, it's very, very hot and cold, very like... There's just a lot of weird shit going on this year in music.
Okay.
Because, the 80s have just kind of sputtered to a close. And
It
nobody
did.
really knows what the 90s sound is going to be yet. So there's a
No.
lot of experimentations. Is it
There
Michael
is.
Bolton? Is it Garth Brooks? Is it Mariah Carey? Is it Boyz II Men?
Well,
Is
I
it
think
Styx?
we know which way it
I
went.
think it's Styx.
No, it's not Styx.
I'm putting all my money on Styx.
Styx did not stick.
If these trends continue, hey.
God only knows.
Yeah. Rico Suave.
Oh God.
High Enough by Damn Yankees.
No.
I Touch Myself by Divinals.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a song, all right.
Everybody plays the fool.
All right. Well.
All right. So anyway,
Yeah. So she
Enough
went to
of
go
that.
see Boys to Men. So tomorrow I'll get to hear about it. I can't wait to hear what her impression was of this group. And it's
Yeah.
like, is it the original guys?
the originals.
But then it comes down to, remember, we talked about this too, where our friends
Mm-hmm.
got to see them in concert, like at Disney World,
at Disney World.
which
Yeah.
is to me the most epic experience.
Yeah,
Like,
they were just walking
they
through
were walking
Disney World.
by, and it was like Boys to Men are in concert right now.
Like
in
right
Disney-
now, like
and,
in a
go.
half hour.
Like you're gonna go, and they
just run
they,
in
They
and-
ran in, and they were like the front row.
Yeah.
I was like, that sounds like a dream, and in a good way.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. I appreciate you guys all listening to this
Yes.
nonsense.
Nonsense indeed.
Well, so what we need to think about here is a couple things.
Yes.
I think our sense of horror and punk rockedness have been revived
Yes.
thanks to the. It's not. I mean, it is a web series or
I guess a series.
a
The
series Dragula.
Dragula.
The
yeah.
Boulet Brothers Dragula.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't seen it and you are in the United States and you love horror and you love weird
Well, I think anyone
stuff,
can watch it because it's also on YouTube.
It is on YouTube. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So if you have not checked out the Boulet Brothers Dragula, it's a competition. It's a big shock. It's a drag queen competition where they emphasize horror, filth,
way off
and glamour. Correct?
Yes. Horror, filth, and glamour.
And it is the anti-RuPaul's Drag Race. So if you've heard our, talks about Drag Race, and you're like, it's not edgy enough for me. This is the show to watch. I would recommend starting with season 2. I'm just gonna say,
Season 1's pretty rough.
season 1 is a little rough. If you love camp too, if you love camp and John Waters stuff, this is exactly a perfect fit. You will love it. The Boulet brothers are flawless. They're amazing. Their vision is extraordinary, and I'm so amazed by what we got to watch. So check out season 2, Dragula. Highly recommend. But as we were saying, it has reignited our and affirmed. I would say not reignited. It reaffirmed our belief in the way that we play this game, the way that we do horror games, the way we have our podcasts. It has completely affirmed, like, yes, we're doing the right thing, because what we like to do is to be as real as possible, to give a true example of, like, how we play, how we like to play, what we enjoy. And for those of you who enjoy that, you know, we're doing this, like, the way we want, and you enjoy it, and that's great.
Yeah. And if you like a heavily post-produced radio drama version of an actual play, there are tons of those out there.
There's tons of those out there, but we're not that.
And
we never will be.
And we never will be.
No. But Dragula.
Yeah.
Check it out.
5 stars. 4.5.
I would give it more than that.
Oh.
Yeah.
You would give it 6 stars. You would give it 6 bags of popcorn.
I will give it...
Well, the ratings only go to 5.
I give it 7 bags of popcorn and some, like, white clown, you know,
like a tub
foundation.
Of white clown makeup.
White clown makeup for your face.
I give it 5 bags of popcorn
5.
and a little set of plastic vampire fangs. So.
Oh my god.
Anyway. Alright, so... Yes, we had quite a little session last time. Sure we're all very curious to see how this goes.
Yeah.
Any thoughts before we jump in?
Well, I'm gonna miss Zalfadorf. And...
Salvadore. We're gonna have a memorial for Salvadore. Gazorpazorp.
No, I don't. Oh, a couple things I was saying where I was like, oh no, like the gold farbs. Well, they can get blood from another vampire, and they can.
True.
You know, I wasn't thinking of that. I guess I wondered if they would do that, like if they would drink another vampire's blood.
That's true.
But they can, technically.
It's an option.
It is an option. I'm really curious how the vampire community are going to see this, whereas the night before, Aaron's Haven, they know, people know where he lives and where he dwells. They see this thing happening in West LA, like, quote, gang activity, but it's beyond gang activity. I mean, these people were mutilated. So it's like, holy shit. So it's like, that happened in Aaron's neck of the woods, that's wild. Then, the very next day, Salvadore is gone, along with some other ghouls. And you know that was reported on the news as well.
Yeah.
So, to me, the Camarilla would be like...
Well, the Salvador episode might not have gotten on the news.
You think so?
Yeah. It was at Van Nuys Airport. It was just a weird little thing. It's easily covered up with some Dominate.
That's true. That's true. Okay. So, I think, like...
But something happening, like, right next to Santa Monica Pier is not going to be easily covered up, so...
I'm curious... The sound probably sounds fine to you, but it feels very loud in my ears.
Loud. Voice or music?
Music.
Okay, I'll bring it down a little bit.
For me.
Okay.
But in the mix, it's nice if it's louder, I guess.
Sure, you don't want it to be...
But for me, it's hard to think.
Totally ambient. Well, we want you to be able to think, so...
Well, it's hard enough for me to think as it is. So
exactly.
Anything that's impeding my thinking I have a problem with.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm saying that Salvadore's, quote, assassination, let's put it that way. His assassination, I think, is definitely massive news. I think the thing that happened in West LA definitely got the attention of the Camarilla. That's not good. Things are in flux. Aaron has to still do the whole, like, surf investigation, which also feels very weird to me. But so Aaron was instructed by Mohammed, right, to basically infiltrate and assist Steve Booth to push back against Torrance.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So whatever alliance David Getald was trying to, the Baron of Torrance, or right? Yeah, the Baron of Torrance was trying to make with Steve Booth and Rose and Amethyst, or I'm sorry, Amethyst.
It's like they're a pair.
They are. In my mind, they are. But, like, so Amethyst and Steve Booth were trying to create an alliance with David Gettold. Mm-hmm. So I'm there to interrupt that between Steve Booth and Gettold. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like I have 0 foot to stand on.
Yeah.
Amethyst hates my guts.
Yeah.
Probably talked massive shit and said that bitch is easy to dominate.
Yeah.
So don't pay attention to him.
Yeah.
He's probably very low, you know, like...
Won't that be a surprise?
Generation. It's like, you can't do that anymore.
You can't do that anymore, Amethyst. I'm not going to let you do that to me. Go on.
Anyway.
Uh-huh.
So, as I was saying,
Yeah.
so I'm supposed to intercept.
Yeah.
But some of the things I've done, maintain and thrive in the Sabbat pack. That's one of my story goals.
Good.
I've been doing that.
Yep.
Album in the charts. Not sure if it's in the charts yet, but know that everyone's super excited about it. And
There's a lot of buzz.
There's a lot of buzz.
Got the buzz.
Got the buzz. And one of my final goals for story number 2 is find Arena, explain everything. I stand by that. We can't have a chronicle without an interaction with Arena that's like fun and great, and I just love them together.
Of course.
Not romantically, but I just like when they interact. You know?
Right.
It's like one of those things you're like, yeah, cool, they're all together.
Right.
So that's what's going on in my mind. Like, so they were leaving the Van Nuys airport the last we saw them. The shadow was dissolving into the ether. Mm-hmm. And there were bodies all over the tarmac at Van Nuys Airport. Salvadore, no more. I was picturing like him like screaming as we were like biting through his neck.
Oh yeah,
and then
for sure.
the rage, and then just stopped, and then it's just instantly quiet.
Yeah,
that's so
sure.
gross. It's so gross and disturbing. So to me,
yeah,
and so that's creepy as fuck. So that's where I'm at. So I'm not sure where you're going to place, if we're picking up right where we left off, or if there's some little slow montage before getting started.
We are going to pick up in early 2018, so we're going to do a little bit of a time jump.
You're the worst.
Oh, what did I do with my calendar? Where are my calendars?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, my master calendar has disappeared. Somebody stole it. So, anyway, it's fine. We'll just.
It's not fine. No, you need that calendar.
We'll pause briefly while I look for it.
Okay.
All right, I have located my calendar.
Good.
Yes. So I've got everything well in hand, I think.
Good.
So we'll just dive into this. So you were wondering where we were going to pick up, and yes, we are going to pick up pretty much right where we left off.
So it's probably around 2 a.m.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're leaving the Van Nuys airport. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. We're like all hopped up and completely enamored of each other, I bet.
Oh, definitely. There's a lot of wooing going on. Woo! You know,
wow,
etc.
it just captured the whole feel. I'm there.
And
such a ball breaker.
Oh my god. No, I would say the exact same thing to you. I think you learned that from me, actually.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm there.
You can take as much credit as you want for my humor, but...
Oh, I will. I'll take all the credit.
Everybody knows I'm the original funny person.
You're the original funny bone. So,
yes.
Anyway, well, we won't quite pick up right with that.
Funny bone? Okay, go on. Go.
We won't quite pick up right where we left off. We can assume that in the wake of this assassination, as you put it,
yeah,
there's a need for everyone to sort of scatter and go to their various bolt holes, to lie low.
I don't know where mine is.
Well, I mean,
I feel like there's too much heat at my haven still.
You think so?
Last night there was a massive murder, like quadruple homicide. So I'm thinking there's still a lot of problems there.
Certainly one way of looking at it, yes.
Oh, what? What's the other way to look at it?
I don't know. But that's one way of looking at it.
That is okay. Yeah. So I think that what I would do is I would probably go with Araceli.
Oh, okay.
Because she has her little
That's right.
closet, janitor's closet.
She does.
At that maternity hospital.
Yes, that's right. The lying in hospital.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. She's cool with that. No problemo. So, this is a 29-minute track. Interesting. So I don't remember putting it on here. Anyways,
I think I did.
Oh, you did. You clever duck.
I was listening to it one day at work, and I'm like, this would be really good for vampire.
I agree.
And then I was like, oh, it's like a 30-minute song. All right. Like, that's perfect. It's even more perfect.
Just listening to some noise at work.
I listen to a lot of weird things at work. Yeah. I'm like, who's overhearing this? It like runs the gamut from like, it just runs a lot of different things. But nobody's ever said anything like, turn down your Beyonce. Like,
turn down your weird experimental noise rock.
Exactly.
All right, so
it's just random arcade music, like.
it's an 8-bit cover of Radiohead. What the hell?
Oh yeah, or then like but I might get moved to a cubicle at some point soon, apparently.
Let's not go into that.
Okay.
I only like it when I'm pretend scared. All right, so all right.
No one's listening to this.
So moving along, it is the next night. So go ahead and mark off the blood point.
No.
What?
Damn it!
What the hell? Where are you at, blood wise?
I'm fine. I'm 14.
Oh, okay.
But still.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
Okay.
So I'm laying. I guess we're smushed up on this cot.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's very weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather be in the ground.
Yeah.
And I think. So how are we laying on this?
You tell me.
What? I'm not her.
What? Well, how would you have?
I don't know. I feel the strong
situation.
connection to her,
Yeah.
but I don't know if she feels that way about me. It doesn't necessarily mean it's romantic or sexual, but like I feel very like close to her. I don't know if that's like a family feeling. Like I'm trying to pinpoint. I still am not sure like how this is supposed to be feeling for me. If it feels similar to a blood bond.
Similar. There's echoes of a blood bond. These
answers, you guys. It's driving me crazy. Okay. So.
But I cannot emphasize enough that it is not a blood bond. What, do you remember what level of protein you need to do the earth meld?
It's a blood bond.
Is it 2 or 3?
Protein.
Do you remember offhand?
I'm looking at my sheet right now.
Because I think 4 is the animal.
I think it's 3. 4 is shape of the beast.
Yeah.
3 is the
earth meld. 2 is claws.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Wow. I'm learning. Okay. Well, she can earth meld as well. So
we might just stop at a park and just dissolve into the ground.
Yeah, definitely.
I prefer that.
Okay. I think she would too.
So you said there were were there parks nearby or no?
To her haven?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Pull up my map. Yes. Wasn't MacArthur Park nearby?
Yeah.
I want to say it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you... Oh, there it is. Yep, MacArthur Park. All right, so you earth meld at MacArthur Park.
Mm-hmm.
And so the next night, as the traffic moves past in a stately pavane along Wilshire Boulevard, 2 vampires emerge from the carefully manicured grass of the park.
Picturing like these 2 dark silhouettes suddenly appearing in a spot where there was nobody.
Yes. It's 2 nights after the new moon.
Okay, so it's very dark.
Very dark.
So I'm...
Of course, the marine layer has already settled in. So you got that orange sky again.
So I think we might be under a tree.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else around?
Probably. Just because this is kind of a major park. There's, some...
Does this music fit the feel?
I think everything's pretty chaotic right now. Pretty,
Okay.
pretty weird.
Okay. All right, just checking.
Unsettled, if you will.
All right.
So I'm just pulling up some pictures of MacArthur Park because I know it more by reputation than by experience here. So there's a gigantic lake that takes up like a good half of it.
Right.
And there's a soccer field. Okay. But yeah, a lot of trees, fair amount of trees. So yeah, there's like your usual complement of vagrants, junkies, just night people in general. And but they're sort of scattered about through the park. So.
So I'm under a tree.
You're under a tree.
So I'm standing there.
Flicking a little bit of dirt off your shoulder.
The clothes become... Yeah, I guess so.
I just like to picture it like, yeah, you do emerge clean and everything, but like there's just like these little bits of dirt.
Yeah.
Just like a little indication that you're just underground.
Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe Araceli flicks it off with her, 2-inch long
off of me?
Manicured nail.
Off of me or off of herself?
Off of you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So we're looking at each other.
So Mohammed told you that he would be in touch, but that you were to lay low until you heard from him. So, what do you want to do?
So when's the next rant?
What did we say? Oh, I put a little box around it. It's July 7th.
Oh, so it's like a month away, like 3 weeks.
It's the 14th.
Do you think they'd have an emergency rant?
It's possible.
So I'm just thinking that to myself. I don't really have any goals, like, except I guess to go to... I mean, I need my vehicle. Because I got to go down to Torrance, and I want her to go with me. So I tell her. Like, I need to go down to Long Beach, actually. Not Torrance.
You did have some hours together last night, so we can assume that maybe you've, filled her in on your ideas. So
yeah, so I need to go down to Long Beach. I need to connect with this Booth character. I still am not clear on what Mohammed's orders were. Is to basically interfere with whatever connection Amethyst and Steve Booth were making with Getald. So, like, I don't know how... I have zero cred with Amethyst. And Steve Booth doesn't know me from a hole in the ground.
Right.
So, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'm a charisma beast.
You are.
So, I just have to go down there and just see what's up.
You want to just do that right away? Or do you want to lay low for a little bit?
I just know nothing about Getald. I feel like I have zero leverage.
Yeah.
Like, I have nothing to offer, and I have nothing to persuade them with. I just like, hi. Like, I don't see the point of me going when I feel like I have no leverage. If I was saying, like, hey, I mean, Torrance is right up against West Los Angeles territory, the barony.
Yeah.
They're right next to each other.
Yeah.
I know nothing about this man.
Yeah.
I know nothing about Torrance. I know nothing about why I should even do this, except for Mohammed saying do it.
Yeah.
That's not enough for me. I need more. I'm stupid, but I need more information. So that's how I'm feeling about it. I feel very ambivalent.
Yeah, yeah. So it's something you feel like you should do, but you're not quite ready yet.
No.
Okay. That's fine.
But it felt like it was urgent. Like I needed to do it right
Well, it was
away.
like your next marching orders, but then, Salvadore got killed, so...
Right. Excuse me.
So I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's up to you, man.
Well, what's Araceli doing?
Well, okay, so you wanted her to come along.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see here.
Because, like, I mean, I should be powerful. If I just got rid of Steve and, like... I guess I could just get rid of Steve.
Just go around assassinating all these
I mean,
vampires.
pretty much. Like, I don't know what... I guess I could just get rid of Gettled. But I'm sure he's powerful.
All right,
But those
so,
weren't the instructions.
No. The instructions, as you understood them, were...
Interfere with the alliance that Booth and Amethyst are making with Gettled.
Okay.
And I have an eidetic memory. So anything you can do to basically maneuver that in a way that actually is accurate would be helpful.
Well, you know, normally I'm not the sort to be like, well, you have to remember it, like IRL.
My
But
character would remember.
well, as you pointed out, Aaron does have an intelligence of 1. So
I have
let
an
me,
eidetic memory.
I'm looking up eidetic memory right now. Let's see here. Let me see what it does for you. Okay.
This is rude.
You remember with perfect detail things you see and hear. Wow. I just wasn't sure if it was only visuals. Okay. So basically, he wants you to go down and ingratiate yourself into Steve Booth's gang. And that was about it. You know, because Booth and Amethyst were forming an alliance of some sort. So,
Okay.
yeah. So those are your orders. You're basically just supposed to, like, go down there and get friendly with Booth. And essentially be like a mole in Booth's gang.
But the reason I don't know, I think I mentioned it when this first was unleashed, was like, why should he trust me? Amethyst doesn't trust me.
Right.
She's going to go and talk shit if she's not there already.
Right.
And she's going to undermine the whole thing. It's just a waste of my time.
Well, it'd be an interesting proxy war between you and Amethyst.
If she wants me to get rid of... I will get rid of her. She doesn't want to mess with this. So I hope, yeah. So we're going to go down to Long Beach.
Okay.
We're going to check out this gang.
Okay.
We're going to see what they do.
Okay.
We're going to see if we can ingratiate ourselves.
Yeah.
And piss off Amethyst. Even if I'm doing it just to fuck with Amethyst, it's fine. If it makes her life and life more difficult, that's fine. And if she wants to get into it, we'll get into it.
Mm-hmm. You guys can go on Springer.
We
Although, at this time...
Welcome to the stage, Amethyst!
Well, she's been backstage this whole time. Let's bring her out. Amethyst!
Yeah! Fuck you,
Jerry,
fuck you, Aaron,
Jerry.
fuck you.
I will say, at this time in 91, Springer was actually trying to do the whole more typical talk show thing, where, like, you know, today we're taking a look at neo-Nazis in America. and that kind of
Right. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
Anyways.
Come on, please.
All right.
Let's focus
Hey,
on the game.
it's the world of darkness. Okay. So you laid all this out to Araceli. So what she wants to do, in terms of
Can we
help,
just have a conversation? Like,
well, I'm kind of summarizing
what
what
we
I
had
think,
talked about.
what you've talked about
Okay.
up to this point.
So we're standing there under the tree just staring at each other.
And then you both look at the camera and shrug, like, you guys gonna do anything?
Pretty much.
No, but the conversation you had last night as you were, getting ready for bed, was
I'm picturing we were sitting
putting
in
on your vampire PJs.
I feel like we were sitting against the trunk of the tree.
I'm picturing even maybe like one of the benches along the lake there.
We're gangrel.
Oh,
no.
okay.
We were
All right.
sitting against the tree, the trunk
Okay.
of the tree,
All right.
at the base of the tree.
Yeah, you copped a squat.
No, we're sitting.
You weren't like squatting in a 4-point stance? Like,
No.
no, okay.
We were.
I haven't gotten to that point yet. I mean, you could view the new Cats movie as just like Gangrel the movie, by the way. It's just a bunch of like Gangrel who have frenzied so many times. This is what they look like now.
Aaron and Araceli.
Yes.
Why did they have to be two AR names or AAR or whatever.
Well, because we lost Karen and Aaron, so we had another weirdly alliterative pair.
They're sitting against the base of the tree.
Okay.
Against the trunk of the tree.
Okay.
Their heads are against the back of the tree. Their backs are against the front. This tree trunk.
The tree trunk. Got it.
And they're leaned into each other.
Oh.
Where their heads are touching.
Okay.
They're shoulder to shoulder.
Yep.
And they're not. That's it.
Yeah.
And they're just musing about things and talking about things.
All right.
And looking up through the branches of the tree. Mm-hmm. To see the clouds, the marine layer, as you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And
June gloom, baby.
Listen, and then you also hear traffic. Mm-hmm. You hear sirens. You hear, people in the park yelling and, carrying on. Mm-hmm. And they're just talking quietly to each other about what's next.
Okay.
Do we have this established?
Okay.
Maybe Aaron has one leg is splayed out, one knee is up.
Sure.
Araceli might have her ankles crossed.
Yep.
Whatever.
Got it.
I'm not telling the story, but I'm just saying what I would like to see.
Picture. I like it. Okay. So, as you converse in this,
little bubble.
This little bubble, this late night bubble you've created for yourselves, you hatch a plan. So, the plan is, in terms of how Araceli sees it, is that you go down to Long Beach. Mm-hmm. You locate Steve Booth. You go in solo. However, she's going to remain around the margins, sort of keeping an eye out in case there's any trouble. If there is, she'll come in. You guys can fight your way out. But she will not reveal herself unless necessary.
Okay.
Right? So she's kind of like your wingman, so to speak.
Backup.
Yeah, exactly. Does that sound okay?
That's fine.
Okay. All right, so now it is the night of the 14th. There's a police helicopter flying by, not too far away.
So I say, let's go get my Jeep.
Okay, so where'd you leave it?
It's at my home.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
all right.
We can run.
Oh, you're going to parkour your way?
Yeah.
All right. Gangrel parkour?
Yeah. How much blood did I use for that?
For the parkour?
Uh-huh. It was Dex plus...
Athletics. Yeah. It's as much as you want. Up to 6.
Plus my celerity.
Yeah.
So 2 plus 5. Plus... Wait. 5 plus 2.
Okay.
I even talked about what game science dice I want you to bring to me from Gen Con.
Your annual tribute.
Yes. I think I deserve it.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yep.
All right. What is this? What? Whoa. What? So what's the difficulty?
6.
Holy sh... That was an edge. It was an edge. 5.
Excellent. So you run from rooftop to rooftop across the Los Angeles metropolitan area. What?
No, I'm just picturing. I'm like, how would that look?
It would look weird. But
no, but like...
Yeah, no.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah.
Like how tall the buildings... We're not going like on skyscrapers. We're just...
No.
We're kind of just...
What do you think? This is Spider-Man?
No, it's not. We're just... No, I don't. It's...
No, God.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm like trying to picture to make it interesting, and I would say we would maybe... The only Spider-Man-y thing we might do is get on the top of a bus.
Oh, that's
jump
cool.
on the top of a bus and
yeah.
Jump off and like run somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. That's neat.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're well, also you're kind of going down the old Miracle Mile.
Yeah.
So there's that too.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
She had a picture of that for the wiki.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I need to update a lot of locations for the wiki. Just for posterity, if nothing else.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I mean, I got nothing else going on in my life.
It's pretty weird.
Yeah. All right. So you, I mean, you do your gangrel celerity thing down all the way down Wilshire Boulevard, through Century City, you know, through West LA, and normally it would be like a 5-hour walk. I'm going to say that since you got 5 successes, we'll say it only takes you about an hour.
What? How many miles is it?
14 miles.
We talked about this before.
Oh?
Yeah. So a regular human walking mile is 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So a vampire would do that in like 8 minutes.
8 minutes. Okay.
So 8 times, what was it again? 14?
Yeah. 8 times 14.
We're not walking though.
No, you're running.
So a running mile would be...
We assume a 4-minute mile.
So 2 minutes. It would take 2 minutes for vampires to run a mile.
You think a 2-minute mile?
Yes.
Oh, with celerity.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Oh, okay. So half hour then.
Yeah.
A half hour.
So we zoom through.
Yeah.
And get to Santa Monica, get to my street.
Mm-hmm.
Is there police tape around? There has to be.
Yeah.
Is there police tape on my car? Is this like, has it been towed?
Your car's been towed.
Has it been impounded?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
What?
Yeah.
So when I get there, my car's not there.
Your car's not there. There's no overt police tape because obviously it happened out on the street. They closed the street that night for the investigation.
So it's open now.
There's some
my
shattered.
car is
There's some
towed?
shattered glass on the street still.
Wouldn't everybody's cars be towed?
Most people's, yeah, like in that immediate radius, yeah.
Why? It's evidence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in any vehicle that was involved or otherwise,
On the scene
would have been impounded for investigation. So
No.
your Jeep was impounded, the other car was impounded, the one that you almost got flipped.
Okay, so I'm taking Araceli with me into my haven.
Yeah.
Who's there?
Okay, so
I am pissed now.
Yeah.
I am mad.
Uh-oh.
So I go on the human
really,
side. Yeah.
Make a self-control roll.
I'm stomping up the stairs. I'm pissed. Like I feel mad. Like this is an inconvenience.
Mm-hmm.
I make it with a 2.
With 2 successes.
I rolled 2 8s.
2 8s. All right, very good. All right, so yeah, you can feel the beast clawing at you, but you tamp it down.
Right. And
All right,
I'm
so you're
getting up. Who is here? I need your car immediately.
Right. So I mean, I think Derek's home.
I'm like, yeah. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking about everything that's happened, and I do kind of hope that Derek's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a crazy couple 48 hours.
So Derek's there. A couple of your band members are there. Some of your herd.
So I come in.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Aaron.
I look mad.
Yeah, and you're with this like random chick that nobody's seen before.
But she probably looks completely confident and like.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So, like, where's my car? Where's my Jeep?
Oh man, they impounded it, bro.
Where is it?
So he hands you, the slip that was, left.
I snatch it from him.
So it's like a carbon copy of a form. You have 1 hour to move your car. Your car has been crushed into a cube. You have 1 hour to move your cube. No, anyway, it gives you it gives you an address of a location in the southern part of downtown LA. Put it that way.
I'm calling Mohammed right now.
All right.
I'm calling him. Daddy,
my car was impounded.
I call Mohammed. Well, it's downtown LA. It's like Crip Sun's territory.
Yeah.
They have to know people that are there. So I call him up. Like,
That's
let's
true.
get this the hell out of here. So I call up Mohammed.
Okay.
Beep, boop, 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 boop.
I love these neighborhoods. It's like, sure, that's a neighborhood, I
What?
guess, apparently.
What?
In LA? Like,
Yeah? What?
were you aware, you were aware that Douglas Fairbanks and Mary Pickford had a house called Pickfair?
Yes.
Were you aware there was a place called Pickfair Village?
Yes.
You knew that?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
I know a lot about LA history.
How about Dockweiler? Have you ever heard of Dockweiler?
No, I haven't. That
Yeah.
sounds semi-new.
It might be, actually. There's a little Ethiopia.
Yes, there is.
There's a Carthay Circle and a South Carthay.
You know what? I think that's what makes LA awesome.
I agree.
So.
But it's just it's constantly surprising to me because it's just
I
like,
know.
huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
There's so much in there that I think people don't really like or appreciate.
Indeed.
Because they're blinded with envy. Because they're not from the best coast ever. Yeah, I said it. I don't regret it.
West Coast equals best coast.
That's right.
Okay, so are you gonna go into your bedroom for this? Or
No, I'm in the kitchen. There's a phone in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
I pick it up. Boop, boop, bop.
Is it Felix the cat phone?
Sure.
Sure.
Why shouldn't it be?
Why not?
What,
You're lucky it's not a Garfield phone.
Is there a Felix? It probably was a Garfield phone. Felix, I thought those were just clocks. I didn't know they had Felix phones.
Oh, you're right.
So it's a Garfield phone.
It was a Garfield.
Let's do it.
All right. So you pick up the
Derek
Garfield
wanted
phone.
it. He's like, dude, this is so great. I love Garfield.
I really vibe with Garfield.
Yeah, I love Garfield. All right, so
He loves lasagna. I love lasagna.
beep boop bop.
All right, so it rings like
Oh no!
8 times,
God damn it,
and then you get one of his lieutenants picks up.
Pablo.
Yeah. Well, no, that's more El Hermandad vibe.
Oh, I thought you
Um,
had a Pablo, but all right,
Let's go with Tiny.
Tiny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Half Samoan, big guy.
Tiny, what's up? It's Aaron.
Oh, hey man. I guess you want Mohammed.
I do. Thanks.
All right. So, a few minutes pass.
Minutes.
Mohammed picks up. Yeah. What's up?
This is Aaron. My car is impounded. I need it now.
Okay. There's a lot going on right now, Aaron.
What happened now?
Well, I mean, with Salvadore dead, everyone's just freaking out.
Who's
Everyone's
freaking
losing
out?
their shit.
Where?
Jeremy, everybody.
Are they in your
Crispus.
face about it?
Yes.
Where? Where are you?
I'm down at the cemetery right now.
Are they in your face at the cemetery?
No, I'm handling it.
He has a phone at the cemetery?
Yeah, sure.
Is it his cell phone?
No, it's like, well, yeah, actually, it's probably his mobile phone, like in his car.
Yeah.
Yeah, so somebody had to like hear it ringing in the car.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so where are they? And because I'm like, I'm going to protect Mohammed. Like, if they're
Sure.
bothering him, I'm going to go bother them.
Right. So he says, it's all right. It's all right. I'm handling it, like I said. Jeremy's called an emergency rant for tomorrow.
Where?
For tomorrow night.
Okay, where? Disneyland?
At the hangar, the usual spot.
Oh. Because one time they had a rant there.
It wasn't a rant. It was just kind of a gathering. It wasn't technically a rant.
It was where I've got they were nominating me to be the Baron.
Right, but I don't. What did they call it, a rant?
I don't know, but it
Yeah,
was
I
a
don't think
meeting in
so.
Elysium.
It was a meeting.
Elysium.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. A rant tomorrow, hangar. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, but I need my Jeep. I need a car. I need to get down to Long Beach.
Right. Okay. So, I hear you. Yeah. Why don't you get down there tonight? See if you can get in touch with Steve.
Yeah.
If you can, come with him to the rant. Make sure he goes to the rant with you tomorrow night.
Okay.
Because he usually skips them. So I want him there.
All right. I need a vehicle to get down there.
I'll send something around.
All right. So, I hang up. Thanks.
All
So
right.
I guess I'm like, we just gotta wait here for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What is Araceli doing?
She was like standing next to you and sort of listening in, So you tell her, guess we gotta wait here for a while. Mm-hmm. All right. So, you want to be social? You just want to...
Yeah, I'll be social.
All right.
So who out
So
of
you
my
walk-
band is there?
Walk into the room like...
Is Jose there?
Like that Paul Rudd gif.
No, not yet. So
Let's say... Well, I don't know. Jose and...
Heather?
Heather, sure.
okay.
Sounds good.
So I'm like, what are you two doing here?
Oh, we just...
They love Derek.
Yeah, Derek
Like, they
invite-
almost like him better than... Like, again, it's like Derek's, like, inviting all these people.
Yeah.
Like,
Derek-
Arena, like,
yeah.
all my friends,
Yeah.
quote, friends, or
Yeah.
people I know.
Yeah.
They like him way better.
Yeah, he's the glue. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Derek invited us around.
So what are you guys doing tonight? Watching movies, or what's going on?
Yeah, I think so. I think we were just gonna get baked and watch some movies. What are you up to? You gonna hang or?
No, I gotta get out of here. I'm just waiting for a car. I can't believe they impounded my Jeep.
Yeah, man, it sucks.
So what does it say on the form? Like, when do I have to go pick it up by?
I mean, yeah, basically...
They're going to have to examine it, I
Yeah,
guess,
exactly. Like, it's not like the kind of impounding that happens if you just get it towed for, like, a parking violation or something. So, basically, yeah, there's a judge.
Flashbacks,
I know. There's a judge you have to contact.
A judge?
A judge, yeah.
God damn it. So I crumble up the piece of...
And a precinct captain. There's various administrative channels that you can go through. So,
is Amy's uncle? He's an investigator. He's like he's a forensics guy.
He works for the.
He's a forensics guy.
The coroners.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, but he knows people.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably on this case.
Yeah, with the bodies.
Yeah.
What's his name again? Uncle...
Well, we changed it,
so I don't
remember.
It.
I think it was Steve at one point, but I don't know.
No, it was Todd. It was Todd.
Todd, Uncle Todd. Yeah, that's it. All right. Anyway.
Okay. So...
Oh, that's why it's so dark in here. I didn't turn that lamp on.
Oh, what?
Keep talking.
Okay.
I was like, why is it so dim?
So... Yeah, so I say... so I'm like, okay, gotta go and do all this stuff to get my Jeep back.
Yeah, it's a hassle.
It's a major hassle, and so I'm thinking like I have to call these people, and so I say, Derek, can you call these guys like tomorrow morning? Wait, what day is it? Is it Friday?
It is Friday, so yeah.
Monday.
It's Monday.
Fuck. I'm gonna hold on to this form. Derek will lose it for sure. So I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna figure it out, but I'm gonna write down this information.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Derek.
Yeah.
And say, I need you to call them on Monday to say, like, how long is it going to be until the car is released?
You got it.
Thanks, man. So I give them a high five or some type of a hand clasp, a bro clasp.
A bro clasp, yeah.
Yeah. And then...
A soul shake.
Yeah. And then to Heather, I'm going to look at her and be like, what's your problem?
Ooh.
Yeah.
What the hell?
She's a stink face.
Stink face?
I'm throwing you a curveball.
Oh, you're getting all story gamey on me.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Story gamey. Ugh, I don't like the taste of that.
Oh, tastes like swan.
Ugh.
All right, so
Swan. She may or may not have a problem with me, but that's what I say to her. What's your problem?
What's your problem? All right, so let me see what her problem is by rolling some dice.
You're like, I gotta play this game now.
Oh fuck!
I wasn't ready for this.
If only we were playing a Powered by the Apocalypse game. I could just have you roll your what's your problem move.
That's what I roll every day.
Oh shit. Let's see. What do we got here? Okay. Fine. I'm gonna give her a self-control roll.
Ooh. I think we've clashed before.
Definitely. Yours is the most contentious relationship in the band.
Yeah.
The two of you. Okay, so she got 2 successes. So she just goes, sorry. It's just, it's been a while since you gave us any of your, special formula.
My eyes narrow. Like, come with me.
All right. So she gets up and she gives Jose a meaningful look, and he gets up.
Oh no! All right, so we go to the recording studio.
Okay.
I sent you the pictures of all of this, and we looked at those.
Yes.
But I don't know if you have them fresh in your mind.
I kind of do, but you can refresh me.
Oh,
You're like, I don't.
I remember what it looks like. Yeah. No, I do.
All right.
So we go outside, walk around, go on the vampire side, go up the stairs to the recording studio. So the recording studio is above the area where I sleep. Mm-hmm. So it's just, there's like couches and rugs and art and just, there's no windows. You know, it's very, just kind of a recording studio.
Acoustic tile on the walls.
Yeah. So people can get comfortable, and then I can You know, like, I need blood, too.
Well, you can't take it from them.
Why not?
You're giving them blood.
They're my herd.
No, they're your retainers. They're ghouls.
I can still drink blood from them.
I guess so. I mean, if you give them some blood and then you immediately drink from them, I guess that wouldn't negate things.
No, I'd give it to them after I drink their blood.
Oh, clever.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to drink,
clever.
like, 1 blood point from them.
Okay.
And then I'm going to I'm going to give them some of my blood.
Right. So it'll cancel out.
It'll have gone through the filter of my body. The vampire filter.
Oh my god.
Right?
Yeah. All right.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
Okay.
It's disgusting. But
It is
yes.
gross. So I'm going to...
You're a blood Brita filter, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're just pouring it into the top of me, and then
Oh god.
and then it goes through, and then I cut open my wrist, and then they drink from it.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're getting a little queasy.
I am. It's kind of gross.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. It's
as
weird.
bad as the Cats trailer?
No, nothing will ever be as bad as that.
Okay. So with Heather,
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking at her. Like, I'm being a little bit more, like, turning on my charm. Like, that was as gross as the Cats trailer. Never do that again. I'm going to, I'm gonna charm her a little bit.
Okay.
I'd like to, I want to exert some control over this.
Of course. So roll your charisma plus your
Disarming.
empathy. Oh, and you've got a disarming specialty? Mm-hmm. Very good. So remember to count all 10s as 2 successes.
I know. And, okay, charisma plus
Empathy.
Empathy?
Mm-hmm. Now, normally...
Friendly face.
Okay, that would reduce the difficulty by 1. Normally I would set it at 7. However, friendly face will take it down to 6. And then I'm going to say that because she knows you're about to give her some of that sweet, sweet vitae, that'll reduce it by another point.
That's what she wants.
Yeah. You're giving her what she wants, so it makes it easier.
Blush of life. I look like a normal person.
Yes, she's used to all that.
Oh.
So, and your fame doesn't really help.
I know that. I didn't bring it up.
Difficulty 5.
Okay. 5?
Uh-huh.
5.
Bend over and kiss your ass.
Oh, we've done this. We've already done
All right. I know, it's just always worth
Yeah,
Taking a moment.
it was kind of like
taking a moment
it
to
was
appreciate.
3/4 over. So
Anyway, how many successes did she roll?
5.
5?
yes.
Wow. Okay.
So I could tell she's like,
Yeah.
she's into me.
So as soon as you,
But it's the blood.
yeah,
That's what she wants.
exactly. As soon as
Just
soon
a
as
nice
she's,
package the blood happens to be in.
Yes. As soon as she's seated on the black leather couch in the recording studio, her demeanor changes completely from one of sort of pissy irritation to, bright-eyed hunger and avarice.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go for her neck.
Completely filthy, yet strangely arousing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go for her neck.
All right.
Yeah.
So
1 blood point.
Yeah. Well, you don't need to mark it because you're going to give it up immediately. So
I have to give them 1 blood point?
Yes.
Nah, look that up, man. That seems like way too much.
That's my table ruling. We're going to stand by it. So
I disagree with the table rule.
well,
I would like to know what the actual rule is. If only we had Ghoul's Fatal Addiction.
If only.
We do. Wait, we do have that.
Well, I'm pretty sure I have it on PDF, but I ain't.
Wait. Is this? Oh, so do you really want to make this into a house rule? 1-on-1, 1-for-1. I mean,
1-on-1, I want a house rule this game tonight. All right.
no. I feel bad for making you look this up.
Well,
'cause-
it's already happening. So.
all right, fine. I was giving you an out.
Nope. Not happening. All right. So let's see here. They do have a whole section on how to make a ghoul in the back of 20th Anniversary Edition.
Cool.
Which is pretty cool.
Cool.
Oh my god. We are punchy tonight.
No, we're not.
But that doesn't seem to actually have the rules for ghoul blood. So I'm going to check the 2 other entries that are in the index.
Oh, I'm
here.
gonna do a full on Chris Sarandon Fright Night version. I'm gonna like gonna take her hair. I'm gonna like have my fingers through the back of the nape of her neck with her hair, and I'm like gonna pull her neck to me, like full on vampire mode.
Nice.
Sink my fangs into her neck and throat, and I'm gonna drink some blood.
All right.
1 point.
Okay, so
I'm just curious because then once we know the rule, we can bend it or break it.
A vampire may gift a mortal or animal with a dose of his vitae, allowing the mortal in question to inject it or ingest it. For so long as the mortal retains the kindred vitae in her system, she is considered a ghoul.
Cool.
Oh my god. So that just says a dose. That's not very helpful.
Yeah, I know.
Let's see here.
It could be 1 whole blood point. It could be just a little sippy sip. Scissor.
Just scissorping on some vitae.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see here.
That's what we do.
Okay. And there's one other. Let's see. 33. Well, that's probably not. I don't know. Let's see.
When in doubt, look.
Page 33. It probably just tells you what a ghoul is.
A ghoul.
Oh my god. Yes, that is just literally the definition of a ghoul. Yeah, so I'm just going to go with my ruling. So a dose equals 1 blood point.
You're ghouling.
My ghouling ruling?
Ghouling.
What has gotten into you?
So I'm going to take a blood point. I'm, again, like, nape of the neck, pull her neck to my mouth, you know, and just, like, drink. Make it as sexy as possible. Make everyone uncomfortable.
I don't know. I think Jose's into it.
Huh.
He likes to watch.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna have some kind of antediluvian horror burst up through the floor here in a second, so.
As long as Arena has a bridle in its mouth and she's riding its back like a T-Rex or something, though. Yeehaw!
Yeah, she's riding the Ravnos antediluvian like a T-Rex.
Alright, so I do that with Heather.
Yeah.
And so I give her, and then I cut my wrist and I give it to her and I pull it away like Jesus. Like she's really into it.
Oh my god, control yourself.
Yeah. So with Jose, I'll do just the wrist. I'll drink from him and then I'll give him the point.
Okay.
And then I say, happy now?
So she lays back. She's in the post-feeding euphoria. So she's like, very.
All right. I'm like, so I look at Araceli and...
Oh, Araceli didn't come with you.
Oh, she didn't?
No.
What the hell is she doing?
She's waiting for this car.
All right. She's on lookout.
That's right.
So I say, I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
I leave.
All right.
And so where's Araceli?
She's waiting out on the sidewalk.
All right. So I'm going to join her there.
Okay. All right. So she's like, tend to do your ghouls.
Yeah.
Good. It's important.
Do you have any?
Not at the moment.
Why not?
It's too much work. I travel too much.
You do? Where do you go to?
Between here and Las Vegas.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting that.
And other places.
And other places? Like where?
Here's our car.
So I just look at her, mesmerized. And what does it look like?
All right, so it is a what do they call it? Like a decommissioned cop car.
Oh no!
Right, so it's
damn it.
It's in the colors, in the black and white.
I miss my Jeep
pattern.
Who's driving it? Tiny?
Yeah.
Sup, Tiny?
So hop in.
Well, you're not going to drive us there, are you? Where can I drop you off? Back at the cemetery?
No, I'll tell you. I'll give you directions.
Okay.
So,
so you start cruising through the streets.
Yeah, he gets in the back seat, and he tells you just get on the 405. So
take the 405 to the 110.
Yeah, to the 105. No, he has you. Let's see here. He has you take the Century Boulevard exit in Inglewood.
Oh, okay, where it's all good.
That's right. And you drop him off at a random street corner, and then you get back.
Heading to Long Beach.
On the 405
Not
to the
very
110
far. Yeah.
To go to Long Beach. So yeah.
I don't know where what his name? What is his name? Booth?
Steve Booth.
Steve Booth. I don't know where Booth is.
No.
Now, we'll remember Booth from Stephen's Mirror. Booth is the surfer vampire who attacked Amy. And he was this fucking creep. And she was not
there for it.
She was, yeah.
Did she stake him?
She tried to.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Yeah. It's hard to remember with all the vampires she killed.
She killed so many. So I think, Booth. And so he was just this very charming man who walked into Taste that night when Aaron was being a diva. Yep. And he left and stopped at their table before leaving. And I don't even remember what he said.
Yeah.
Something like, I don't even know. He's just talking shit, really.
Yeah, yeah.
And so now it's like I have to find Booth. I don't even know where he hangs out.
Right. You know he surfs.
I do.
You know he surfs by night.
Yeah. So I'm going to head to the coast, you know.
Okay.
What are the beaches there? Oh, whoa.
All right.
This is good, but that was surprising.
A little stinger. All right. Beaches, you ask. Well, there is Alamitos Beach. There is Belmont Shore. There is Seal Beach.
I would say Seal Beach.
Yes. Guess what?
Why are you... What?
All right. So, what? All right. So you take the 405 to the 710. And then get onto the 1. Which is essentially just a main boulevard.
Right.
So that takes you through Long Beach, then down towards, down towards Marina Pacifica.
All right.
And then onto Seal Beach.
So I'm talking to Araceli. So where do you travel?
Anything in particular? Oh, okay. You're going to press her on that? Okay. All right. Why don't you give me a charisma plus empathy roll?
Yep.
Normally difficulty 8. Friendly face would make it a 7.
Does she find my face friendly?
Yeah, she does. She has her reasons. And, go for it. Difficulty 7.
7? Fail.
Wow. All right. She says, I'll tell you when the time is right.
That's never ended well, I say.
Well, this time it might. Depends on how you play your cards.
All right, well, here we are.
Seal Beach. That just said Seal Beach 10 miles. Yeah, we're almost there.
Yeah, we're almost there.
I don't see any further reason to talk.
No. So, pulling to...
Yes.
The parking area.
Yeah, so there's a pier. There's something strangely called the Dolphin Market.
Strangely?
Don't want to necessarily buy dolphins there, but... Anyway, so... so you park, and it's just a big, broad beach with a really large pier.
Oh my goodness!
Jutting out into the ocean.
Okay. It's like a big Santa Monica.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's an impressively sized beach.
So I'm looking around the parking area. Like, are there vans? Are there cars? Like.
Yeah. No. It's Friday night.
It shouldn't be. It's like at night.
Well, but it's a Friday night, and this is a whole, like, commercial district. I mean, it's like, they've got restaurants and...
Oh. I guess I was thinking about parking, like, directly behind the beach.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, there's like, this Ocean Avenue that runs along the beach, and then there's, like, kind of a pedestrian mall that goes perpendicular from Ocean Avenue that's in line with the pier, so it's like you could... stroll all up and down that area.
Yeah.
In your consumerist heaven.
What?
But,
okay. I'm not buying anything, but...
No. Certainly not. Anyway, so but yeah, no, there's the parking area, which is at the western end of the beach. So
All right.
So do you want to walk up and down the beach? Like, what do you want to?
Yeah, I just want to scope out like who's in the water,
Okay.
who's around.
Yeah, why don't you make me a perception plus awareness roll there?
Okay.
So Araceli at this point takes her leave.
Okay.
She lets you get out of the car and walk away, and then she'll kind of slip out
Okay.
10 minutes later.
All right. What's the difficulty?
6.
4.
All right, so you're walking along the beach. Now, the beach itself is not super populated. You see a
Right.
couple fires, a couple bonfires that people have built dotting the beach area, but other than that, not a whole lot going on.
Okay.
The pier itself is, a few hundred yards away, and it's just sticking out like this very long, twinkling necklace, into the water,
Necklace?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
String. I don't know. What
Like
metaphor?
an arm.
A twinkling arm.
Well, it's just like a...
I was trying to come up with something poetic.
Yeah, necklace is like a circle.
An unstrung necklace. A dangling loogie of bright lights extending out into the ocean.
Like an arm covered in bracelets.
There you go.
And then that's a weird visual.
Yeah, we're spiraling out of control here.
You're
what
spiraling out of control. I'm in perfect control.
Oh, fantastic. What I mean to say is, as you walk towards the pier, you can see these little dots moving along on the waves that are reflecting the lights from the pier, right? Because there's no moon.
Right.
So it's very dark out there, but it's...
But night vision.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to turn on my eyes.
Oh, okay. That's not at all creepy. These red glowing eyes in the darkness of the beach. Somebody looking out into the dark.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If I'm looking out into the ocean, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
I could turn them off like when I'm like closer to people.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to look through to see who I can see.
Okay. So you thought you saw some motion out on the ocean.
Yeah.
And so you turn on the eyes of the beast, and you can see, it's like actual like surfers surfing the waves, like shooting the pylons of the pier.
All my surfing stuff was in my Jeep.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. All that preparation
For nothing.
You got the wetsuit.
Waste of money.
Yeah. But now you know the lingo, the jargon.
I could have done that without spending hundreds of dollars. What's wrong with you? What?
Yeah. So, anyways, did you actually do surfing lessons? I forget.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you could actually surf.
I guess I'm being naked, so I'm gonna surf naked. Like I don't think so.
Surf naked. Sounds like some bumper sticker you'd see on a car. All right. So
it does. It probably exists.
It probably does.
But no, I'm not gonna do that unless they have like I mean, that's weird.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna just walk
you see
up.
these guys surfing,
Yeah, I see
shooting the pylons of the pier.
Right. I'm just
Okay.
gonna walk up.
All right. Just don't even pay any attention to the ominous music playing in the background.
This is too ominous.
So as you get closer, I don't know, you might be feeling a little nervous walking into this.
I do. I don't know what to expect.
Supposedly Araceli's out there somewhere.
I don't know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea.
Okay.
Like, hi.
Hello.
I thought I had an idea, but now I'm just like...
Right. What, you were just going to come running up in your wetsuit and be like, bro, what's up? Let me catch a wave.
No!
Just come running up out of the dark. That doesn't seem strange at all.
No. Let me think, please.
Okay,
You're going along really fast.
You've got time as you're walking. You've got time to think about it.
This
So
music is not helping me at all. It's just very bothersome, actually, doesn't feel like it matches.
If you say so. I think it matches pretty well. Okay. She's thinking. She's got her eyes closed.
Don't! I'm trying to think.
You see there's about 5 people.
Okay.
There's 2 who are surfing currently,
Right.
and 3 who are just sitting with their arms clasped around their knees, you know, sitting in the sand. As you get closer, you hear some whoops of encouragement as, you know, somebody goes zipping through the pylons.
I'm just trying to think of what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Usually this comes to me very easily, but I feel very unmotivated by this whole thing. Like, I have no stake in this.
Yeah,
You know?
true.
So that's why I'm just kind of like, I don't really care how this goes, but I'm trying to think of a way to... Okay, no, I'll lie.
I know. I'll lie.
Alright.
Okay.
But it was like, but to what extent was the lie? And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it came to me like, okay, I really will lie about this. So we'll see. It probably won't go well.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just standing there with my arms crossed in front of my chest, and I'm just standing there watching them.
All right, like as if you were maybe just strolling along the beach and you happen to see this, and you're like, hey now.
But my eyes are on.
Oh. Oh. Okay. So that gets noticed. So one of the guys gets up and brushes some sand off his bum and comes walking towards you. He's wearing, you know, body glove, wetsuit. His hair is wet, but not like sopping. But
Right,
you know,
right.
obviously
Damp.
he's been in the ocean. Looks to be Caucasian male.
White.
Yeah. You know, kind of a mullety type hair. And yeah, he's walking up towards you, and he says, "Can I help you, brother?"
Yeah, I'm looking for Booth.
So he turns and he points out towards the pier. You know, he's out there
I'll wait for him.
catching some tasty waves.
Is he like threatening me?
It is oddly threatening, yes.
Well, like,
But it's kind of more like it's more like macho posturing.
Right. So I'm like, I can see that. It's impressive.
Yeah, damn right. What's your name?
Aaron Evans.
Gary Crevens. You never did come up with a good
I
alias,
am never
right?
doing an alias.
Oh, you never did?
Let's just put that to bed. It's not happening. Thank you and good night.
All right, fair enough.
It's a fun joke, though.
Yes, it is.
When I was on the road, it felt more important to do that, but now I'm like, I'm
That's
just Aaron
true.
Evans.
That's
like,
true.
what can I do? There's nothing else I can say. Who I am.
And somehow you made it through being
Somehow.
out on the road.
I don't know how, but
without ever needing an alias, so I guess you don't need one now.
I guess not.
Okay.
All right.
Okay then.
Wonderful.
So, so you watch him do his thing. Oh yeah, so you introduce yourself as Aaron Evans. I don't know. Let's see. Wondering if we would. Do you have status at all?
Yes.
Oh, you do.
2.
Oh, status 2. Why don't you roll 2 dice? Difficulty 6.
6 and a 10.
Wow. All right. He seems to know who you are.
He may remember me from such films as...
No, not in that way.
Oh.
He says, "Oh, what brings you down from West LA?"
Well, I needed to extend a personal invitation to Mr. Booth.
For what?
What's it to you? Can I tell if he's kindred?
You can make a perception plus awareness. Yeah.
Perception plus awareness. Difficulty
6.
2.
Yep, he seems to have a certain kindredy feel about him.
All right.
A Cainite feel about him, if you
Yeah,
will.
so I say, what's it to you?
He says, oh, nothing. You know, just Steve's a, friend of mine, so I like to look out for him.
Oh, I see. I get it. I get that. Yeah. Yeah, that's important.
Is this a friendly visit?
It is.
It's
It's totally friendly. Yeah, it's totally friendly. It's, well, there's going to be a rant.
We heard.
Oh, you already know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, it's vitally important that you represent at this rant.
Why is that?
Well, that's what I've been told.
By who?
Jeremy McNeil.
All right.
Charisma plus manipulation plus expression.
Yep. Jeremy.
McNeil.
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
6 difficulty.
6. 1.
You barely pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of, all right.
I'd really want to talk to Steve about it. Of course, you should be representing for your barony, really. You should represent for Long Beach.
Yeah, well.
I like just hanging out with, Mohammed and his crew. Like, you better represent.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I suddenly have this totally different attitude.
Yeah. Gotta represent. I mean, it's pretty dangerous out there. I mean, you heard what happened to
we
Salvadore.
heard. We heard it. Frankly, that's got us a little shaken up,
There's safety in numbers.
Well, we got plenty of numbers down here.
Right. So we should band together. That's why I want to talk to Steve about this.
All right. Well, I think he's just finishing up his run.
That's fine. I'm patient. I have all night.
Yep. So about 10 minutes later, he dog paddles his way back in, and
Dog paddles?
on the surfboard. Like you're on the surfboard and you're dog paddling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think it's called that.
All right. You're
Just paddling in.
You're
Yeah.
paddling in. Sure. And then jumps up out of the waves and runs up.
That's one of the best feelings is when you're swimming in the ocean and then you've been out there for a while and then you slowly make your way back up to shore and then suddenly you feel the gravity again on the shore and it's just such a interesting feeling.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. You've never swam in the ocean.
Not appreciably, no. Not in any meaningful sense.
It must feel weird.
Yeah. All right, so he comes jogging in his wetsuit, hair all soaked and slicked back, and he's a very handsome man, chiseled features, big old lantern jaw, little beady eyes like chipped granite, excuse me, sandy blonde hair, deep tan,
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's strange to me.
Yeah. And so he comes running up because he notices you. Do you still have your feral eyes going? All right. So he sees your glowing eyes in the dark. But he sees you standing there with his buddy. Nothing seems terribly hostile. But you can tell he's a bit guarded because you never know in this world of domination and presence and darkness. Dark domination.
Presence.
And dark presence. And so he comes running up and halts about 10 feet away. And gives you a little chin flick.
A nod back.
Sup.
Hi. Aaron
So
Evans.
then his friend's like, Steve, this is Aaron Evans, Baron of West Los Angeles. And so Booth looks at you. He says, oh, yeah, right on. So he comes in and he puts his hand up, and it's still like one of those like reach handshakes where he's kind of reaching forward,
Yeah.
So anyway, but
okay.
goes for the handshake.
I meet it and I shake his hand.
All right. And he steps back, so he's about 5 feet from you now. And he says, Well, to what do we owe the honor of your visit, Mr. Evans?
Well, I was telling your friend here. What's your name?
Ricky.
Ricky. I was telling Ricky that it's of vital importance that you and your friends attend the rant tomorrow night.
And why is that?
Well, there's a lot of dangerous elements in the Anarch States, and we need to band together.
Yeah, no. I'm well aware of that. Salvadore's death was
It's shocking.
some pretty harsh shit.
I'm shocked
Yeah.
and terrified.
Yeah, but, we've been taking care of our own down here,
Right.
We've been banding together.
That's good. I think we could learn from you.
Give me a roll.
Charisma.
Yeah.
I'm disarming.
Yeah.
Plus expression.
Expression, yeah.
Friendly face.
Mm-hmm. And he's on guard, so we'll say difficulty 6.
6.
Mm-hmm.
1. 1 success.
All right, so you find a little crack in the armor there,
Like, we could learn from you.
and you can tell he feels a bit flattered. He's like,
Now, I know, the first time you saw me, maybe I have some issues with Amethyst. That's normal. She's a strong woman.
Strong women are often jealous of men like me.
No, I would not say that. She's a strong woman, and I understand she's trying to protect her interests. I respect that. However, putting that aside, there's some bigger issues at play here that are much more important. And so I'm hoping that, we can count on you to show up to represent for Long Beach.
So as you're talking,
I hate these rants too, man. I hate them.
as you're talking, the rest of his gang is coming in to see what's going on, and provide backup if necessary.
Yeah.
So I hate these rants too.
I hate these rants too. They cramp my style. I'd much rather be focusing on other things. I mean, I see your love of surfing. I love to perform. But I think this is important than all of that right now, at least.
Thing is, right now, with Salvadore dead and things just so up in the air, there's certain factions here in the South Bay area that not necessarily sure I want to leave even for an evening, for fear of them acting, if you get my drift.
I hear you.
But
Whoa.
you also make a good point. So I'll tell you what. You and me, out there on the waves, we do a run on the pier. Person who slaloms his way the furthest through the pier. If you win, I'll go the rent. If I win, no can do, brother.
So I'm looking around at everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have any gear.
Oh, we can hook you up. I'll give you the best board we've got, apart from my own, of course. And
Yeah, I mean, you want this to be an actual competition, do you not?
that's right. No, we got to make sure it's even odds. Like, I mean, I don't want to I'm not going to sabotage you or anything. So yeah, here let's get you set up. So he, there's like a spare wetsuit,
Is it big enough for me?
conveniently enough. I don't know. I mean, like, you're not like excessively outsized.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So yeah, no, you fit into it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you borrow Ricky's
I don't have trunks or anything.
board. Yeah, no, it's just
Ew.
it just goes right into that wetsuit.
Gross.
Uh,
Alright.
yeah.
And I have a board.
And yeah, you borrow Ricky's board,
Okay.
and
Not waxed.
yep, it's all waxed up.
Mm-hmm.
And And so then you're standing at the water's edge.
You seem to have been waiting for this.
Oh no! Actually, this is just occurring to me. I'm completely improvising as we go along.
Oh, great!
So,
oh no! Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm like, oh yeah, we gotta have a surfing competition.
Right.
All right. So you ready?
Uh-huh.
All right. So you go splashing out into the water.
I'm trying to remember everything Derek told me.
Right.
And like, I'm very nervous. Like, god damn it.
Right.
All right. So this is going to be dexterity plus athletics.
Uh-huh.
What?
All right.
What's going on?
Well, we got to have some music for the surfing competition. All right. So. All right. So.
All right.
All right.
Let's do it.
So it is dexterity plus athletics.
Okay.
So yeah, it's going to be a simple matter of whoever gets the most successes, right?
How many rounds?
We will say 3 rounds.
3. So that's 2 out of 3.
It's more like cumulative. Right?
Oh.
Okay.
How many successes each round?
We're going to tally it up.
Oh.
Okay. So let's see here. You're going to get your dex. You're going to get your celerity.
Yes.
And athletics.
Yes.
And any blood you want to spend to boost your dex up to 6.
1 extra thing here.
Okay.
All right.
Let me see if Steve is in a position to spend blood. Not really. He's a bit low. Okay. So he wasn't expecting, or maybe he already spent some blood earlier.
Yeah.
In an earlier scene. All right. So.
I just want to make sure I have the right amount. So 6, 2 plus 2. Okay. Oh.
I do not have enough dice for this whole pool,
What?
so I'm just gonna have to.
How many do you need?
13. How appropriate.
I have 10.
All right, so you are slaloming through the pilings of the Seal Beach Pier. This is like your first ever surfing experience, and it's like fucking Black Diamond difficulty. So. So it's difficulty 8.
All right. Wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Never mind.
All right.
8.
Yep.
8.
Yep.
Oh. Okay. Here we go.
And a botch means you're going to crash into the piling,
Oh, and I'm using my specialty.
which is
Swiftness.
okay. Cool. I'll allow it.
What was it again? 8. 3.
Okay.
Damn it! I had 2 8s and 2 1s. It would have been 5.
Damn. He got 4. So you're close. All right. So you do.
I'm picturing just the fucking green screen Batman and the Joker from the 1960s pretending to surf.
Yeah. As like some guy off screen is like throwing buckets of water at you.
And mist and the wind.
Yeah, the wind. Yeah.
Little fan machine or wind machine.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I love it. All right. Counting.
1.
Hold on.
Oh fuck.
All right, so you're at 5.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. And
Last
one
roll.
more round.
I'm not happy.
You're still within spitting distance. You could win this. All right.
5.
5. Well done.
I rolled 2 10s.
Cool. So that takes you up to 10?
Yeah. No. Yeah, it does.
Cool. Okay. Oh, man.
Oh, you didn't
This
roll
is
yet?
really close. Well, remember, I have to roll twice for every pool because I only have 10
Oh,
dice.
that's right.
Oh,
No. If it's 11, I'm gonna scream.
9.
9?
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you do 3 runs on the pier, and
Derek would be proud.
He would.
Derek would be so proud of me.
Wow, that was well done.
Damn.
So yeah, so you were kind of running behind the whole time, and then like on the final run, you do the entire length. You do every single pylon of the pier.
That's so cool.
And oops.
I'd say it would reduce difficulty every round because I'd get used to the. But you never know what the waves are going to give you.
That's right.
So we.
It was perfectly timed to the song, too.
We so we clamber back up to the shore.
Yep. So he's like, man, I heard you were like some kind of farm boy.
I pat him on the back.
Where'd you learn how to surf in the Midwest, man?
Oh, I have friends out here that surf, so...
Well done, bro. That was truly impressive.
Thanks. I'm impressed by myself. I really... This isn't what I do, but it's fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. Well,
My cold, dead heart.
it's nice to feel something again.
Exactly. I can see why you're out here.
Yeah, man. I mean, once you get a taste of that rush, never leaves. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I mean, I feel like we need to celebrate or something. What do you want to?
Yeah, I mean, but I just want to make sure, like, you're gonna be
yeah.
there tomorrow night. We're counting on you.
We'll be there.
I know that, like, Gettled will probably be there. Amethyst will definitely be there. You know, we want to make sure that, like, we're all there to... Oh, my God.
Excuse me. Sorry.
That was so loud.
No, I turned away. Excuse me.
That was...
Still loud.
It was still very loud. We just want to make sure that we can pay our respects to Salvadore.
Mm-hmm.
We can figure out the best way to consolidate. Because, you know, the Camarilla, like... They're going to want... They think we're weak right now.
Yeah. No, I know. I know we're vulnerable, so we need to figure something out. You're absolutely right.
But we gotta celebrate.
Yeah, man.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Woo! So he like howls at the moon, you know, or at the new moon.
I find that slightly offensive. Kind of lupine nonsense.
Oh my god, lupine sympathizer. He's a wannabe lupine.
What? Wannabe gangrel?
Oh shit. So of course, in the world of the vampire, celebration equates with a bit of hunting out on the pier, Lost Boys style.
Yeah.
So, is
there a comic book store with some, you know, adolescent boys that we can harass?
Yeah, exactly.
The fucking saddest thing. So what the hell?
Well, dude,
losers.
If there were a couple of, like, you know, comic book geeks who were like onto you and were like, we're going to expose you and all this stuff, I mean, you know,
who cares?
All right.
They're little kids.
Yeah, no, but it is very Lost Boys. You know, you're up on this pier and this promenade. You know,
carnival
kind
rides.
Of mixed. Yeah, there's carnival rides. You're just mixing in with the masses of the mortals. You know, moving amongst them. There's an oiled up dude playing a saxophone.
Oh, that's hot.
You know,
slick back, long hair.
Yeah, he's really rocking it.
Nice. I like his style.
Yeah, I mean everybody's into it. Everybody's unironically into this guy. You know,
why wouldn't you be?
For some reason.
Why wouldn't you be? I mean, you need to have, like, you know, you need to have an oiled up guy with white jeans and a belt.
Yeah.
And just going off on a saxophone.
Wait, does he have white jeans? I thought it was like leather pants.
No, I think it's like white jeans.
Oh.
No. No!
Hey man, you asked for it.
The angry saxophone.
The growling saxophone.
Yep.
Anyway, so you're...
There was a time we were listening to this way too much.
Yeah, like it was in our regular rotation. Yeah. But yeah, there's bonfires burning, it's like
people are just enjoying
the whole thing.
Summer.
It's summertime, man. It's June. Okay, we were both wrong. They're just regular.
Oh, what are they? Jeans? Stonewashed?
They're regular jeans, but like with like heavy like motorcycle studded leather belts.
They're so tight. They look like chaps.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Sexually confused?
No, not aroused. Well, I might be. That would make me go.
It looks like he's also wearing some kind of a leather G-string.
Yeah, I think like a chap. There's a chap type thing.
Yeah, it's a low slung belt with what looks like a codpiece.
Yeah,
that is draped with like delicate chains.
And then he has so many thick chains around his neck.
Yeah, he's wearing like an actual like
a chrome
regular industrial chain draped around his
but it's chrome. It's like
his neck, which is as thick as his skull.
Yeah, he's a very powerfully built man.
He is. I
don't need to look at this anymore.
Okay. I mean, if I had to look at it, you had to look at it.
Well, you were making me stare at it. So.
You were making me stare at it. Yes, I had it up on the big screen behind me. I had it up on the IMAX screen.
Oh, man.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so...
Wait, this is the one who still did the naughty, right?
No. That's...
Really?
Yeah.
I thought, for some reason, I conflated them.
No. That's,
together.
that is, John...
Something.
God, yeah. Anyway, he did St. Elmo's Fire and all. He was like an actual professional musician. I mean, like...
Unlike this guy.
Yeah. I don't know. There's an interview with him on Dangerous Minds. I'll have to read it later.
I still believe y'all. Okay, so I want some blood points for real.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm gonna just turn on my charm.
John Parr, by the way.
John Parr, that's right. Naughty.
That's right.
All right, so I think
Yes.
I definitely.
This is the bridge. Yes. All right.
So I definitely want to prey on people and be a vampire.
All right. So you walk into a large video game arcade where there's
We're in Long
people
Beach.
of all ages and genders hanging out.
The last time I was in an arcade in this kind of general area, Whittier. Remember with the head that rose, and I put that on the.
Yes. But that's her haven.
I know it is,
yeah.
but it reminded me of just being in an arcade.
No, this is like when I say arcade, this is like your classic arcade with like the
open air
with the Romanesque arches and galleries and everything.
All right.
So it's got pinball machines, it's got video game cabinets, it's got bowling, games, skee ball. Thank you. It's got basketball. Hoop shooting challenges,
Okay.
The whole thing. Racks of stuffed animals.
It's a little glass cage with the stuffed animals inside with a little claw.
You wish they were stuffed animals. They're actual animals. They're in that. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
Yeah, whole thing.
That sounds like something that'd be part of Changeling.
It does actually, yeah.
Okay.
Or a trick you'd pull in Mage, I'm gonna make the person see actual animals in there. All right, so you've got a good selection here. So your fame definitely would be working for you in this case to help lower that difficulty, and so we'll say it's difficulty 3.
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah.
So charisma, appearance, Prince Charming. I think it's just based on my appearance. I don't think I'm talking to people. People just look at me and they're like, "Wow, he's so handsome."
That guy looks like Wade Bell.
That guy looks like.
That guy looks like local celebrity Wade Bell.
Yeah, that's right. 4. So 4 plus expression.
Yeah, sure.
So, all right. So the specialty for my appearance: 4 plus 3, and then that's it. Friendly face.
Oh, we're already at difficulty 3 here, so.
3.
Or wait, does fame add to your dice pool? I always forget. I think it adds to your dice pool.
It has 3. Yeah, it does add to my dice pool.
Okay. All right. So friendly face. Yeah, I'll still say difficulty 3.
Okay. Seven.
Wow.
Like,
7 successes.
Jesus,
7 successes.
You're gonna vomit.
I choked on that result. Wow. Okay, so you get 7 blood points.
I do.
You do.
Wow, that's exactly what I needed.
Well, there you go.
So how does this take place, storyteller?
Well, I mean, what are you looking for? Are you looking to just do it relatively quickly?
Yeah, whoever's
So
into
you
me.
don't care if you kill somebody tonight?
No, I do care. I don't want to kill somebody.
All right. How about giving me a self-control roll, and we'll see how that goes.
I rolled 2 7s.
So, okay. So, over the course of, we'll say, a couple hours, you feed from 4 different people, and you do it very subtly, you target some, party girls who are out for a good time. Mm-hmm. You just makes it seem like you're just making out with them.
Uh-huh.
They just remember, having a good time with a handsome guy the arcade at the Seal Beach Pier, feeling really woozy and lightheaded afterwards, but that's probably from, the rush of hooking up with this guy.
Random.
Yeah,
Random hookup
Random
feeling?
hookup rush, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, but you drag it out and, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. So, yeah, all's well. So it's about 1 a.m. at this point, and
there's way less people around.
Way less people. Things are winding down.
And so Booth and his crew, I've been kind of we've been following each other, and
yeah. So do you want to keep sort of shadowing them and?
Yeah, if it feels right.
Yeah. Okay.
If they don't mind me being around.
Right. So, and we'll say that, you probably helped each other, too, spotting marks and, setting up traps, directing, funneling people, that kind of thing. So, so some bonding has definitely taken place.
Okay.
So you're all out at the very extreme end of the pier at this point, and it's quite chilly, as the waves are rolling in underneath, and gradually behind you, lights are going out as various businesses shut up for the evening.
Yeah.
And bars are starting to get ready to close, and so Booth is just leaning up against, one of the posts of the fencing on the pier, and he says, "How'd you get turned, Aaron?"
I sort of smile and say, "I thought everybody knew that. It was on television."
Oh, that's right. That was you.
Uh-huh.
My sire, she had pretty high hopes for me.
What do you mean?
She thought I was a leader. She thought I had what it took to carry on her agenda. But she didn't understand. All I care about is survey.
Well, obviously she saw something in you.
She thought she did.
Where is she now?
Oh, hell if I know. Ask Jeremy.
He knows her?
Yeah, they go way back. Jeremy and Marguerite.
I've never heard of Marguerite before. So.
Yeah, she hasn't been around here for a while.
Do you think she'll be at the rant?
I don't know, maybe. Maybe Jeremy went running to her. I'm sure he's probably pretty panicked right now.
Why should he be?
Salvadore was like one of his main allies. The two of them, man, they were like the two who were behind the revolt. Jeremy, I don't know if you know the story.
I don't.
The old prince of Los Angeles. He kind of...
There was a prince here?
Yeah, back, he was one of the original, rancheros, from back when this was, old Mexico, back in Zorro days. And, I don't know, he got turned back then, I guess. So he ran this town pretty iron fist. And, Jeremy and Salvadore, they came in, I think back in the 40s with their revolutionary ideas, and I guess they saw an opportunity here. And so Jeremy goes to this guy's hacienda, and they fucked him up, but good.
What do you mean?
Oh, man, they kicked the ever-loving shit out of him. They did all kinds of stuff to him.
What?
And yeah, that could have really been the end, I guess. And so Salvadore, he heard about what was going down, and he went to save his friend, But they say when he got there, the old prince and all his retainers and all his buddies, they were fucking dead, torn apart.
What?
Just torn apart, man. The walls of the mansion just covered in blood. And Jeremy was lying there in torpor, like, couldn't have been him. That's what they say, but I guess the truth died with Salvador.
He's like, shit.
The truth!
Oh. Salvador was always cagey, though. He wouldn't reveal very much.
No.
Even if he knew something.
Yeah, that's for sure. So I don't know. With him out of the way, like...
Maybe Marguerite stepped in to protect Jeremy.
If she
Does that
did,
sound
she
like
never
something
gave me any indication of it.
You're just staring at the waves.
Yeah, crashing it.
Well, you seem way more politically connected than I've ever been.
I've been around for a while now. Almost 30 years at this point.
Wow. What's the one lesson what's the advice that you would give me?
Don't get too involved in the alliances. Always make sure you have an out. Watch your back.
Is that why you kind of stay away?
I mean, there's that, but like I said, I've just never really been interested in it. I mean, Marguerite saved my life, I was out there shooting those pylons just like we did tonight. And, I just biffed it real hard. Just went right into one of them. And I was floating in the water, feeling my life slipping away. And then she was there. So I didn't really ask for this, but on the other hand, as soon as I realized, I could spend the rest of eternity catching some waves, it's not so bad. But I'm not here to play politics. I'm not here to fucking kiss anyone's ass or, play one side against the other if I don't have to.
Right.
But things are heating up, And just because I don't want to play that game doesn't mean there aren't others who do.
Right.
So, I hear you're pretty fearsome in a fight.
Well, so I kind of step back from leaning on the rail. Like my full height.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I am.
Well, it'd be nice if we could rely on your help if things turn ugly.
Where do you see them turning?
Well, I don't know. They say that Gettold has his eyes on my little barony here.
Really?
Oh, yeah. That's the rumor.
Well,
That's what Amethyst says, at least.
So I smile. Amethyst says a lot of things. She just does. It's just what she does. And she's no better than, I don't know how you feel about the Camarilla, but she's no better than any of the Camarilla goons that want a piece of this place.
What makes you say that? I think she's pretty committed to the Anarch cause, personally.
Really? Because she's always constantly harassing Allison. She's just as invested in this infrastructure as the Camarilla. Whatever this structure is. And yeah, I'm a Baron, but I don't like it.
So Steve nods and he says, yeah, no, I mean, you're not going to get much argument from me, man. I mean, I'm a Baron too, technically.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of bullshit, and I know what you're saying. Some of these Barons, they want to act like princes. And they just want power and territory,
Right.
just like a prince.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, man.
And the only reason Rose doesn't like me is because I wouldn't date her, apparently.
Right. Huh. Some things never change, I guess.
What do you mean?
Well, that's always about broken hearts and spurned advances, isn't it?
I guess so.
Well, anyway. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, the only reason I'm even bothering with any of this political bullshit is, I like my life here, and I don't want to end up with stake through my heart, or
Right.
worse.
Have you ever had to, deal with something like that?
Not really, no. Usually people just leave me the fuck alone, because
Right.
I tell, I make it pretty clear that, you don't mess with me, I don't mess with you.
Right.
But this Gettold guy, I guess he's got something to prove, I don't know.
How long has he been around?
Not that long. But, yeah, I don't know what his damage is.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
But he's just kind of an asshole, I guess.
So he wants to take over Long Beach?
That's what they say.
He's right next to West Los Angeles, and I've never even heard of him or had anything to do with him.
Yeah, I mean, he keeps most of his attentions down here in the South Bay area, so...
Right.
When he's not
I don't
at
think it
his
would be called Bay Area. I think it would just
South
be South
Bay.
Bay. Yeah.
area. South Bay region.
No, just the South Bay. Period.
Region.
No.
When he's not, hanging out at his mansion in Pacific Palisades. So...
Yeah, well. We'll see. Maybe he'll be at the rant.
Maybe. He better be.
Yeah.
So... What do you want to do?
I don't know. So what do you guys... it's getting late.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you guys usually do for the evening?
Well, we've got our various places that we retreat to.
Okay. Well, I don't want to infringe, so...
Sure, but, feel free to stay in the area with my leave. That's no problem. And if you want to head up to the rant together tomorrow, that's fine.
That would be good.
All right, well, why don't we plan on meeting back here then,
All right.
after sunset?
Sure. Cool. All right.
Yeah, definitely. Hearty handshake. Glad to have made your acquaintance finally, Aaron. I knew you mostly by reputation. And, not all of it was good, frankly, but you're a stand-up guy. I can see why there are people who look out for you. So, count me as one of those folks from now on.
All right. Thanks. People like to talk, I say as I walk away.
Don't they ever? Via con Dios, brother.
I thought you'd be bigger. All right, so I'm just gonna head down to the beach.
So you get down to the beach and Araceli's there.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
So I look at her.
That seemed to go well.
Actually, it's pretty good.
Those are some impressive moves out on the waves.
You were watching?
Of course.
Well, what can I say? No, we're not doing this again. Hey. Okay, so yeah.
Melt down into the beach. All right. So mark off your 2 blood points.
All right. Head back up to the pier.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yep. So it's the next night, Saturday, June 15th.
All right.
The pier is once again crawling with mortals engaged in their trivial little lives,
Okay.
their vain hopes and strange pursuits.
Okay.
And Steve and two of his gang are there.
All right.
Ricky,
Ricky, yeah.
and this other guy who's maybe maybe Hispanic or maybe even got some native blood, you know. But he's got his hair braided into like 2 long ponytails down the back, you know. And you know him as Storm.
Okay.
So Steve, Ricky, and Storm.
Great.
Yep. Are there.
All right.
So
let's go.
Let's load up.
All right, let's do it.
You got a car? Or?
Yeah.
All right. We're parked over there, so you do the whole,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
arranging the caravan thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, he drives a VW bus, you know.
Yeah, nice.
And so you head out. So you're driving this, like...
Oh, sorry. Any inroads I ever make, I'm like, they're all going to be completely crushed.
What do you mean?
Don't act innocent.
What?
Oh, man.
So you're driving this auctioned...
Anytime I feel comfortable in
squad
this
car.
game.
Well, that's true. That's vampire, baby.
Yeah. All right, so...
All right, so you get up onto the 405 eventually and...
Head to the hangar.
Head to the hangar. And arriving at the hangar, you find the parking lot absolutely jam-packed, full.
Nice.
Yeah, it seems like the turnout has been far, far larger than normal. And there's just a lot of people loitering around, talking in little groups, little cadres, you know. Gossiping.
God only knows, like, what's the craziest rumor about Salvadore's death?
Right.
That has been flung around, I'm wondering.
Exactly. Well, so, I'm sure a lot of people are saying, I'm sure he faked his death. I'm sure he's not really dead.
He's going to come back.
Exactly.
He's like Bilbo.
Wait, what? Bilbo faked his death?
Yeah, he disappears with the ring, remember?
Oh, yes. Disappears, yes. Yes. But yeah, you see a lot of worried expressions.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Right. So I'm acting suitably stoic.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, this is crazy, man. This is intense.
Yep. All right.
So Araceli, has she been like, she's in the car with me?
Yeah.
She gets out?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm looking around to see who's there.
Yeah, pretty much everybody.
Wow.
Yeah, all the barons.
Is Mohammed there?
Mohammed's there. Getald's there. Amethyst.
Rose. Giving me middle finger.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
just permanently giving a middle finger.
Much.
Yeah.
Allison.
Everybody.
Yep.
Everybody.
Except Salvadore.
Is
there a picture of Salvadore at the front? Little roses around it.
Well, you're in the parking lot still. So.
Okay, so we're walking into the hangar.
All right. So, yeah. So, do you want to fall in with Mohammed, or do you want to stay with Booth?
No, I'm going to stay with Booth.
All right. Mohammed gives you the smallest of nods.
Right.
Yeah.
And I see it, but I don't do anything.
Okay. So Booth, of course, is like, oh, who's your friend, Aaron?
Which one?
Araceli.
Oh, yeah. She's just a fellow gang girl who I met.
So she, introduces herself, and she says, yeah, I'm just passing through, but I heard about everything that's going on, and it's pretty dramatic, so I asked Aaron if I could come along. And Booth just nods,
I'm looking for Arena.
Let's see. Would Arena be there?
Dude.
That's the question.
That's a hard yes.
She's not an anarch, though.
I know,
she's an independent.
It's still crazy.
It
is. It's a crazy development.
But the rant is for the anarchs. It's not for just any old schlub who wants to show up.
Schlub! Don't talk about my sister like that. So mean. All right. But I am in a little vain hoping to see Arena.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, no. Your hope is in vain indeed.
All right. So we're all there.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah. You...
it's a familiar microphone stand.
The familiar microphone stand under the harsh spotlight. There's the chairs and the tables. You grab one with Steve and his cohort.
Is Amethyst just throwing daggers at me?
Not really.
She's pretending not to see me.
Yeah. She's just not really. There's bigger fish to fry on this night.
Like what?
So Jeremy takes the stage. says, well, thank you all for coming out. This is obviously a sad evening, and not one that we had hoped to ever have to confront. I speak not only of the final death of a old and dear friend, but of a tragic betrayal in our own community.
Betrayal?
So, murmur.
Yeah, I'm like looking around, like, what?
Murmur.
Uh-huh.
And so he lets that die down, and he says, we don't yet know who is responsible for the death of Salvadore, but suffice to say, we are sparing no expense or resource in
what?
pursuing justice. Currently, our leading theory is that the Anarch turncoat, traitor, Camarilla stooge, Terra, is behind this. No doubt in a feeble attempt to weaken our coalition.
I'm like nodding, like,
yeah.
she fucking staked me.
Yeah, fuck her. There's a lot of like shouting.
It
like,
has to be Terra. It has to be Terra.
Boo. Yeah, exactly.
So I'm just kind of nodding, like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. If anyone has any information on her whereabouts, I implore you to step forward and share them with me at your earliest opportunity. Please do not compromise your own safety, of course. I'm not asking you to come up at this moment or otherwise jeopardize things. But now is the time for unity in the face of counter-revolution. Now is the time to band together in the face of reactionary forces who have plotted our downfall since the very inception of these free states. Now is the time for strength. Time to show these bastards of the ivory tower what we're made of.
So I'm like, yeah, fuck the Camarilla. I'm gonna say that.
So that gets a couple, like, echoing yells of, affirmation.
Good.
And Jeremy looks pleased.
Right.
So.
Oh, God. I mean, I still feel that way for sure.
Uh-huh.
If he thinks it's a Camarilla, it's a Camarilla. But like,
Yeah.
if it makes people hate the Camarilla more, I'm for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I'm serious though.
Of course. Yeah. So, he looks chuffed. So then Mohammed stands up.
Oh man.
And why don't you give me a perception plus alertness roll?
Oh, man, I gotta get my perception up. Fine details.
Yes.
To what?
Oh, 6.
2.
Okay. He gives you a very subtle look as he's standing. And you make eye contact.
Mm-hmm.
Now give me a wits plus empathy roll. Difficulty 6.
One.
Okay. The look seems to say, follow my lead.
Okay.
Okay, it's like a very meaning, like, don't freak out kind of thing. Just stay cool.
All right. Stay
All right?
frosty.
Stay frosty, exactly.
All right.
There's a single icicle in the middle of his iris. It's a little icicle icon. 8-bit.
Mm-hmm.
So
I just see him.
Mm-hmm. But he's just, it's just the briefest of moments. And then he's facing the stage. And Jeremy says, "Yes, Mohammed." So Mohammed steps forward. And Jeremy steps aside. Mohammed takes the mic. And he says, "What Jeremy says is absolutely right. This is a time for strength. This is a time when the Anarch cause is under assault. I would even go so far as to say this is perhaps the most perilous time for the Free States since the 1967 riots in which Sabbat attempted to take over Los Angeles." And some of the older timers are like, "Yeah, well, yeah.
It's true.
No lies detected."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, whoa. It's wild.
So he says, "That is why, with Jeremy's permission, I would like to advance 2 candidates for baronies. I think we need war leaders. We need proven leaders, with all due respect to those who are currently serving. Obviously, with Salvadore gone, I think we can all agree that Jesus should take the reins of El Hermandad."
I'm nodding.
And of course, for him to say this, everyone
Yeah.
knows there's all this bad blood
Right.
between the two.
Right. So I'm nodding, like, yeah, he's right, though.
Yeah. And he looks at Jesus. He says, "Jesus, I know our two factions have had our differences, to put it mildly, but it is time to set all that aside in the face of outside aggression. Wouldn't you agree?" So Jesus gets up and he walks up to the stage, and like even now you can see like some dried blood tracks on his cheeks from like where he hasn't sufficiently wiped away his bloody tears, and he looks paler than usual. He hasn't been feeding, so but he comes up and he's just staring up at Mohammed, because he's a good like 3-4 inches shorter than him,
Right, right.
And then he just goes in, gives him this big bear hug. So they hug it out, a lot of back patting and so forth, and there's about half the audience like, "Yeah, woo, yeah, that's right, man, Anarchs," so like so this chant starts off, Anarchs,
Yeah.
So that dies down.
Yeah.
And then and Jeremy's nodding his approval, and then Mohammed turns back to the mic and he says, "I've talked things over as well with Aaron."
So I like look around.
Yeah, everyone's got looking at you.
Uh-huh.
And he says, and he agrees that as much as his time has been valued as Baron of West Los Angeles, it is time to reinstitute our old Baron of West Los Angeles, and he's given me his kind permission to nominate Louis Fortier. Louis, please, if you would, step forward. And so Louis kind of been lurking in the back in the shadows, and he comes up to the stage and he takes a knee in front of Jeremy, and he says, "Jeremy, I can personally attest to Terra's duplicity and manipulation. And as one who fell for her silken lies once before, I can assure you that that will never happen again. If you give me your trust, I give you my life, my unlife."
What are people doing?
So now it's like totally quiet.
Yeah.
Except for like some noob in the back's like, "Who's that?"
Who's Louis?
"Who's Louis? I can't understand him."
Oh, no. Oh, God. All right. Well.
And so Jeremy is staring at him, and then he looks over to you.
To me.
Yeah. What do you do?
I just shrug.
Yeah, like
I've never wanted this position anyway.
Right.
And I kind of gesture yeah, go for it.
it's all yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I'm not making the decision.
So he looks back at Louis and sort of with a look on his face indicates he's maybe doing this against his better judgment. He says,
He is.
he says, "It is in the true spirit of the Anarch cause to be forgiving and to welcome the prodigal son back. The lies and deceptions of the Camarilla and the Sabbat are indeed intoxicating at times, and we are none of us perfect after all. Please, Louis, you needn't kneel before me like this. Arise as an equal in the eyes of all assembled, and as the new Baron of West Los Angeles." So, more cheers, more applause,
cool.
You know. Although, less than for Jesus.
Right.
You know, maybe only about a third.
Right.
You know.
Then I'm thinking, like, what's going to happen to my Haven?
Well, you'll have to work that out with Louis.
Yeah.
Since you'll be in his domain now.
Like, I can have my Haven here, right?
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you like having a location that's so visible?
Well, it's very visible now. I obviously have to move.
Yeah, that's true.
Again.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's what goes down at the rant.
Oh, all right.
I mean, that's largely, of course, since it's the rant. You know, there's some other business.
What else is going on?
Oh, there's been some more disappearances. You know, although now
any rumors about Amy?
Now it's well, see,
any hunter rumors?
No real leads on any hunters. That one hunter seems to have left town, and no other significant hunter activity being reported. But nonetheless, several fledglings have disappeared recently. But now it's like, seems to be clear that that's perhaps at the hands of Tara and her agents. So yeah. Other than that, the bake sale raffle will be held tomorrow night.
What?
The VFW Hall, number 48.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Cool. So, Gettle's there?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Just watching him.
Okay. He seems totally relaxed. He's just chill.
All right, I'm going to turn to Booth.
Yeah.
Be like, shrug, like, win some, you lose some.
Yeah, so he says, yeah, I guess so. I mean, if you need a place to stay, just let me know.
All right. Yeah. That's fine. I'm more comfortable on the road.
Yeah, I guess you would be. Yeah. Well, hey, why don't you come on back down tonight and we'll catch some more waves? What do you say?
I'm looking around the room.
Yeah.
Like, so we've kind of adjourned?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking around, just seeing if there's anybody else around. I'm still, like, looking for Arena, you know? And there's just things, like being at the rant and stuff just reminds me of her for some reason.
Yeah.
Just so many kindred.
Yeah.
Or Kenites.
Well.
So I'm looking around and I'm like, it's super tempting, but I think I gotta be on my own tonight.
All right.
Yeah, but I definitely will come by again.
Well, and if you ever need to reach me, and he jots down a phone number on a matchbook, hands it to you.
Okay, I take it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Anytime, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming out.
No, I'm glad you pushed me to do that. This was good. It's giving me some perspective.
Good. Cool.
I should do this more often.
Yeah.
All right, mi amigos, let's hit the road.
All right, so I turned to Araceli.
Yeah.
So.
What now?
Don't know. I guess Louie's the boss now.
I guess so.
Not really, though. So that means my responsibilities are over.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, like, I don't have to be around here, which is great.
Yeah.
I don't know, do you want to go on tour with me?
She's like, maybe, yeah. That sounds fun.
All right. So this is nice because I'm like, oh yeah, like I have my strongest bond with her, so I'm just feeling like, wow, she's like wanting to do everything I want to do. Like, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. So then Mohammed's there.
Oh, and then he appears. Yeah, just at it like really quickly.
Yeah.
Like boom. Like oh.
And,
hey, so
he puts his hand on your shoulder and he says, "Thanks for understanding. We didn't really have time to talk."
I don't think I understand, but honestly, I don't care. So
this was something I was planning. It just circumstances moved up the timeline a bit.
Right.
So how did it go with Booth?
Oh, great. He's actually he's a really good guy.
Great. So he kind of motions like, you know.
What?
Getald's going to make his move tonight.
What?
Yeah.
So I'm looking to see, because Steve's leaving.
Yeah.
I should go with them?
What I need you to do is, I need you to make sure Getald wins.
What?
What are you rolling?
My bond.
Ah.
I like Mohammed.
Yeah.
So, difficulty 5.
Yeah.
Fuck. 4. I don't like this. I'm feeling very conflicted.
Yeah.
I feel conflicted.
Yeah.
I can't do that. You realize, like, I have to fucking live here.
Look, you don't have to do anything to Steve. If that means something
No,
to you.
I don't want to do anything to any of them.
Not even Amethyst?
Well,
She's going to be in it.
really?
Oh, yeah. That's why I need you to make sure Getald wins. Because he's an overconfident prick. Now, he's prepared. He's been building up for this for a while now. And I've got some of my boys who are going to help him out.
What's he trying to do? Take Whittier?
He's trying to take Long Beach. So, whatever goes down with Steve is up to you, but just, Getald's got to win.
I hate this. I fucking hate this. I'll do what I can.
All right?
I can only do so much.
I know you'll do your best.
I turn from him.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm looking for Amethyst.
She's out. Getald's out. They
They're
left
all-
real fast.
I don't have a vehicle. I still don't. And so I turn to him. I'm like, I still don't have a vehicle. So if you expect me to go and, like, do things, like,
What happened to the car I sent you?
I don't know. It's here, I guess. I hate
Then you
that
have
thing.
a vehicle.
I hate that thing.
Trash it. Do whatever you want with it. Drive it in Amethyst for all I care.
I walk away.
All right.
I don't like this. I mean, I rolled that just to see, like, what I would think.
Mm-hmm.
If he says to do it, then I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because of this dumbass blood bond.
It's not a blood bond.
It is a fucking blood bond. It's a fucking blood bond. I don't know what to do. I mean, that's what I'm supposed to do. So I'm walking out with Araceli.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like looking at her.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been part of this?
That's a good question, actually. Hold on. Check the wiki here. Okay. Okay. She says, well, about a year now.
A year? Mm-hmm. That's not very long.
No, it's not. Manon took me in, and she helped me. And I have certain loyalty to the pack, to the serpents.
How much of a loyalty? Because I mean, there's some things I just can't. It's like I don't care that much. I don't see the point.
She puts her hand on your cheek and she looks up at you and she says, I understand far more than you can know. I have my own reason for being here. And I know what you're feeling inside right now. I know the compulsion you're wrestling with. I can see it in your eyes. I didn't plan to stay for a year. I'm looking for a way out too. But there's something I have to do before I leave. And she bites her lower lip. Mm-hmm. Looks off in the middle distance, shakes herself out of her reverie. She says, maybe one day I'll tell you about it, but for right now, just do what he asks. It's easier that way. And we'll have our chance.
So we're in the car,
Okay.
pulling out. I'm driving toward Whittier,
Okay.
like getting into the to drive in that direction.
Okay.
So as we're driving, I was saying the only thing I can think of is just to fuck with Amethyst, to make her late to all of this.
That's one thing to do, yeah.
If
for sure.
Amethyst is somebody who, I mean, if she with, I mean, Steve has her support. I mean, Steve can only do so much.
Yeah,
If he's with Amethyst, it's 2 against 1.
right,
And I'm sure Gettle has a bigger army than what Steve has.
right.
So if we interrupt Amethyst and fuck with her, because I have a score to settle with her. She
Very
dominated
true.
me.
Very true.
I'm sick of it. I'm
Yeah.
doing it tonight, and seeing her tonight at the rant reminded, so I'm like justifying it in my mind,
Yeah.
that I should be doing it this way.
Yeah.
And I have the undercurrent of my bond with Mohammed that's like propelling me forward. This is the right thing to do. It's like I justify, I flip it around in my mind so that so it makes sense to me.
Okay.
So I'm heading to Whittier.
Alrighty.
Where does she hang out? I know.
I think you knew. I think you found out.
Yeah.
You definitely know where Rose's Haven is.
Yeah.
Does Carpet Store ring a bell for you?
Sure.
All right. Yeah, I think you
Was
did
it
know.
Carpeteria?
Yeah, I think you did know where her haven was. I can't remember how.
I probably heard about it, and if all the, I've talked about her a lot.
Yeah.
Where I've just probably, that fucking Amethyst, she did this and this, and people are like, hey, yeah, she's a fucking carpet store. Like, that's her haven. What?
Yeah.
She rolled people up in carpets and, like,
Jump on them.
yeah, like, what the hell?
Like Nero jumped on Popea.
That's right.
All right. Well, do you want to go to Amethyst Haven? Or do you want to go to Rose's Haven?
No, I want to go to Amethyst because I'm
Okay.
going to the source.
Yeah.
Because she's the one who dominated me.
All right.
And I'm just kind of framing it like,
Yeah.
tonight's the night that I'm going to do this. I don't care if it's interrupting your little plans.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
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 And Booth knows that I don't like Amethyst.
Right.
How is I supposed to know that this whole attack was going down? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just like, seeing Amethyst at the rant reminded me, hey, she fucked with me, and now I get to fuck with her.
Damn, you're good. You're good.
Wits.
Yeah. All right.
But again, it's those mental acrobatics that I'm doing to justify this, even though, like, what Araceli said, like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I think this whole thing is stupid.
Yeah.
Everything's fine with the pack until we have to like do all these political things.
Right.
Strategic things.
Right.
And getting even the Salvador was fine.
Yeah.
Because he came after me. So now I'm going after the people who have come after me. And now that I'm no longer a baron, I have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, good. I'm free of that barony.
You're a demon long dead with nothing left to lose.
As usual, we've said that many times.
Yep.
So it's like, I can mess with Amethyst now.
Yeah.
Without any fear of recourse. I mean, except personally,
Yeah.
Whatever.
You're only responsible for yourself now.
That's right.
You don't have the peasants of your barony to look out for.
Exactly.
You no longer have a loyalty vassal's passion.
That's right. God forbid you get one, because that's a mess.
Ooh, it's saddled with a certain...
That's right. All right.
Okay, so you are driving.
Yes.
All right, so...
And Araceli's with me.
Araceli is with you.
Damn, did she roll a 10? No, like, as I'm driving, I'm just thinking, like, I wonder if she feels, like, just as close to me.
Why don't you give me a wits plus awareness roll?
What the? Wits plus... Oh, so much simpler then.
Yeah. Low those
Dealing
2.5 hours ago.
My ghouls. Wait, so wits plus what?
Awareness.
Awareness?
We'll say difficulty 7.
Okay. 2.
You get the sensation that you have bitten into a York peppermint patty.
No.
You get the sensation that...
No!
No, that's when you do the vinculum. That's when it
No,
feels
it's
like
minty fresh?
Yeah. It feels like biting into a York peppermint.
The Sabbat or minty, the Camarilla or spicy, like turmeric or cinnamon.
I don't know. I think the Sabbat are the spicy
I think,
ones.
yes.
Yeah.
I think the Sabbat's all about cinnamon and, like, turmeric. The Camarilla...
There's a turmeric peppermint patty?
No, I'm just saying, like, spice.
Oh.
Like
a York turmeric patty? They only sell those in India.
You know what? I think if they made, like, a honey-based turmeric chocolate covered, there has to be something like that around.
Probably.
I would eat it.
Yeah.
That'd be delish. Honey and turmeric's very yummy.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
But I think like the Sabbat are more like those cinnamon bears.
Ah,
Those
the
little
spicy
chewy,
cinnamon bears.
Spicy cinnamon bears, and then
And they stick in your teeth.
yeah,
so,
I love those.
Yeah.
And then so you can't, it's like it's still burning your mouth. And then the Camarilla are like those like really minty. No, they're those powdery like Dutch mints, like
right.
buttery and minty
Ugh.
grandma candy.
Ugh.
And then the Anarchs
Grandma candy.
The Anarchs are what are they?
The Anarchs are... yeah. What's a candy that, like, is totally full of itself? And
Snickers.
No, Snickers really satisfies. I don't think the Anarchs really
They're
satisfy.
packed with peanuts.
Yeah. No, that's true. All right, we are way off topics here. So,
Sorry.
all right. So,
Sorry.
trying to come up with candy analogies for the different sects of vampire. Yes, but what are the autarchus?
They're really obscure, weird candy.
Yeah, they're like one of those regional candies you can only get like if you go to like Buffalo or something. You know? Oh yeah, you got to get a.
You gotta get one of those.
You got to get a Floozle Pop. You know,
Yeah,
it's like what the
Floozle
fuck?
Pop. Pop.
Or you know, you never had a McGonagall's? You got to have a McGonagall's.
McGonagall's.
What the fuck is a McGonagall? What?
We need listeners in Rochester, in Ratchy.
Ratchy. Upstate New York.
Oh, what?
All right, so you get on Ye Old 405
Big shock.
and follow it all the way down through.
Oh yeah.
Through the South Bay area, and
I mean, that is the people. Don't call it that. Just call it the South Bay. It's just South Bay. It's not even the South Bay. It's South Bay. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
and
I'm not trying to be mean or rude or ball breaker. I'm just saying, like, that's what it's called.
Okay. Past the 605.
Yeah.
Past Cerritos Auto Square.
Yeah. That's right.
Still remember that fucking jingle.
Yeah.
And then...
I just want to say, I'm really surprised that, like, we've never had an earthquake in this game yet.
Well, I'm going off historical earthquakes, so... The look of terror on your face. Yes, that's right. Countdown to 94.
There was an 89 quake, though.
Was it? No, it was 87.
No.
The Whittier quake?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 87.
Fork.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. Just had a little bit of earthquake.
PTSD.
Yeah. All right. So,
It's all good.
605.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, you did not get on 605. You went past the 605. But then you got on the 22 through Garden Grove.
There's a Santa Fe Springs in Whittier. That's wild.
You didn't know about Santa Fe Springs?
What?
You didn't know about Santa Fe Springs?
I knew there was a Santa Fe Springs, California.
Yeah.
But it still makes me giggle.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know it was in Southern California. I thought it was more like, like middle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was Southern California.
I guess that's something I knew that you didn't. After our earlier discussion.
Congratulations.
Well, I was so shocked that you knew all those little micro villages.
Uh-huh.
So, anyway. Okay, so anyway, 22 to the 5. And soon enough, you are in
you're there.
Santa Ana.
And we're at a carpet store.
Well, you pull up
Carpeteria.
You pull up outside this abandoned carpeteria. It's got these faded, everything must go 50% off.
Nice.
Like window paintings.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's chipped off.
Yeah, it's the paint's
It's
chipping,
faded and chipped.
peeling off because it was never meant to last.
No.
And the sign says Arpeteria.
You mean the electric light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The C has fallen off.
Wait. Oh. It's not an illuminated sign. It's
Yeah, it was like individual
metal
letters.
Oh, so those
So
letters
the
are
C
gone. Okay.
fell off,
All right.
And,
I get out of the car.
Okay.
I'm walking around. I'm looking around.
All right.
Where are you? Amethyst.
You were literally calling her out.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is fascinating.
Why?
I didn't.
I don't sneak.
I wasn't sure how you were going to go about this.
No, I don't sneak.
All right.
I'm gonna slink out.
You
I'm not
slunk
gonna
out.
punk out.
You slunk out. You punked out.
Yeah.
All right. So you're calling her.
Yes.
You're calling her out.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So she emerges
She does?
Mhm.
What's she wearing? What's she wearing?
from inside. Well, she's wearing what she was wearing at the rant.
Which was?
I mean,
Because Aaron's in his white jeans, white t-shirt, white Converse.
yeah. Let's see. Okay. All right. So she is wearing tight stonewashed jeans that are ripped at the knees and in other strategic locations. With white Reeboks, high tops. And a studded pink leather belt. And then a tight, like a cutoff tee, right? That's a little too small, right? That is a Guns N' Roses tour T-shirt,
Okay.
right? Silver mirror shades, right? And then, of course, her hair is short and straightened since she was turned in the 20s. So, so she emerges from within the darkened recesses of the carpeteria, or the arpeteria, if you will.
Yeah.
With her, let me just check her background.
no.
screen.
There's Rose there.
So with her are two of her, gang, I guess, or whatever.
Right.
Right. Bodyguards, whatever you want to call them.
Are they ghouls or are they Canites?
Hard to say without auspex, And then Zippy? Zipper. I want to call him Skippy. Zipper is also there.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, but no sign of Rose.
Yeah.
So she comes out.
Yeah.
And she says, "What do you want, Aaron? What are you doing on my territory? You have exactly 2 minutes to explain yourself before I rip your fucking head off and throw it back the way you came.
Nice. Yeah. She's such a badass. Oh, I'm just here to settle the score. I think you know why.
Settle the score?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You dominated me. I won't stand for that.
I dominated you once, and she like flicks her sunglasses up,
Yeah.
and she's staring right at you.
Yeah.
So you stare
Green
back.
eyes, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You staring back.
I'm staring right back at her.
All right. So I don't even have to roll. Obviously,
Yeah.
you can just see. You can feel like this intensity.
This is pulling,
Yeah. And then nothing.
Right?
And then.
Can I move then?
Oh yeah.
Because she's busy.
Well, no. I mean, it's moment. It's a moment.
It's momentary.
A moment
Okay.
passes.
Okay.
And then you see this look of like uncertainty flick over her face, and then she looks at Araceli, like clearly assuming this is maybe the stranger's doing, right? So she says, "Who's this bitch?"
And I just, after that, then I would just go after her.
All right. So Araceli's claws come out as well.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, claws are out.
Claws are out.
All right, let's do this.
All right. So we are combating.
Engaged.
Engaged. All right, so we've got Amethyst. We've got Zippy. We've got
Hi.
Bodyguard 1, Bodyguard 2, Araceli, and Aaron.
Oh, sorry, that's so ridiculous.
No, it's hilarious. It's hard for me not to call him Skippy.
Skippy.
All
right.
Okay,
so Dex plus Wits plus
Dex
D10.
plus Wits plus D10. Here we go. Lots of dice rolls. There you are.
15.
15 for her as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. It's like we're both like in the moment.
Did you remember your celerity though?
I did not. 17.
There you go. Does she have celerity?
Yes.
She does.
Shit.
18.
No!
All right, so sorry. It's horrible.
It's a horrible
All right,
sound.
it is.
Especially when you do it.
I know
It's
it's
horrible.
really bad. All right.
right.
Let's see here.
Damn it, 17.
Just rolling.
Oh, I have to. Oh, see, I wrote this tiny little note plus celerity.
Oh yeah.
It's a brown note.
Is that a brownout or a flash of light? And then
Well-
the nuclear blast hits us.
Oh well, doing what we love.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I mean,
See you on the other side,
Yeah.
everyone.
via con Dios, brother.
Via con Dios.
All right. Araceli does not have
Or it was like the Men in
celerity.
Black.
That's true.
Erasing our memories.
Yeah.
The Area 51 attack.
That's right. Did you see the one with the Men in Black?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something like, oh, every year with the Area 51 thing. It's like, what do you mean every year? And then they're like raising their... Okay, so let's see here. She is... she's a little slow tonight. And then you got a what? A 17? Okay.
Yes.
So it's Amethyst, you, Zippy.
Araceli?
Araceli is next.
Oh, Zippy got more than her?
Well, they don't call him Zippy for nothing.
Zipper.
They don't call him Zippy at all.
It's Zipper.
They don't call him Zippy at all.
Nope, they don't. They sure don't.
Okay, so here comes Amethyst. Here comes Amethyst.
All
right down
right.
Amethyst Lane.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And soaking is, let me just see here.
Just thinking ahead.
Stamina plus fortitude.
Just thinking ahead.
Well, she has a lot to lose tonight.
She
so
does.
it's probably the only reason why she
All right,
is ahead
so
of me.
she has got 4 decks. What is better for her? Okay, yep. All right. Okay, so she has withdrawn a... Well, no, actually.
an AK-47.
Where the fuck did that come
What
from?
the hell? That's not fair. Yeah, she was smart.
Yeah, I know. She does have firearms, but...
Yeah.
Anyway. No, she has pulled a switchblade.
She's a blade?
She's Amethyst is a blade man.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, she's pulled a switchblade. And she's coming in.
Okay.
Coming in on your ass.
Well,
so
we'll see about that.
We will see about that, won't we?
My beautiful face.
Not the face! Okay. Decent. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. Alright. Yep, so she's just...
Stabbing.
She's just coming in and slashing.
Slashy.
Yeah.
Is she heading to me?
Yeah, yes.
Well, I don't know. She wants to strategically rip my shirt in sexy places.
That's right. Yes, that's right.
To match her jeans.
Uh-huh. Alright, let's get the stats for a knife here in front of me.
It just helps me to Hulkamania better.
That's
You
true.
know, get to the Hulkamania rip.
Oh yeah, brother!
To rip my shirt off. I just live for that.
I know you do. Alright, strength plus 1. Okay, so 4 successes plus her strength of 3. She's gonna spend, let's see, what's her generation? Okay, so she can spend 1 blood point. So there we go. Boost her strength.
Cool.
And here we go.
Alright.
Make sure I have the
Oh
right
my
amount of
god.
dice. Yeah. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5.
What?
6 successes
What?
on that bad boy.
Oh. No.
Alright, so that'll be 6 lethal unless you can soak. So that's stamina plus fortitude.
Okay, wait a second here.
Amethyst is not to be flexed with.
Stamina plus fortitude. I got it right here. That's my soaking. 3. That's 3. Stamina plus fortitude. Which is 2.
Alright.
I am going to try to soak this. So you said that was 6 lethal?
Yep.
What?
So you'll take at least one point of damage, but
Okay, wait.
gotta roll 6s.
6 or better.
Yep.
Oh no. I'm just confused. I'm very confused.
She is not to be flexed with.
1, 2, 3.
3. Alright, so you take 3 lethal.
Okay, so lethal. I got it. 1, 2, 3. I'm at injured.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm thinking she has. Where do you think she has slashed me?
I mean,
To make it
injured.
feel lethal.
Yeah.
Or injured, yeah, injury level.
I think probably it's a good old-fashioned defensive wound. I think you threw up an arm,
Yeah.
defend her off, and it just slashed through your wrist, and it slashed to the bone.
Yeah.
So,
Damn, it's sharp.
yeah, it's razor sharp.
Painful.
Yeah, she keeps it. Actually, you know what? It is 1991. It's not a switchblade, it's a balisong. You know those?
No.
They're also called butterfly knives, although it's not quite the correct
yeah.
term.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like,
Yeah, and she's an expert.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Alright, well,
All right.
I'm going after her.
All right, you're up next.
Alright, I'm going to tackle.
So claws are out. Oh, you're going
Claws
for a
are out.
tackle.
Oh, claw attack, dex plus brawl. Yeah, I'll do that. Claw
You're going to do that
attack.
instead?
Yeah, and I'm fast.
Right.
So I'm gonna spend blood.
Okay. Boosting your
So
dex.
boosting my dex. Dexterity.
Dexterity.
6. Let's see. 6. Okay. So I have that. I have celerity. I have brawl, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I have celerity, dex plus brawl. To do a claw attack.
Okay.
6 or better.
Got it.
Okay, wait. Oh, ooh.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no.
Alright, oh no. Okay, alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 successes.
Okay.
I rolled 3 10s.
Damn. Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, 7 successes, you say.
I do say that.
Okay, so that's your strength
Let's
plus.
get claws.
No kidding. So that's your strength plus
Yeah.
plus your 7.
Strength plus damage is strength plus 1.
Right. So what's your strength?
My strength is 3.
So you're gonna roll 10 dice.
Yes.
10 dice for damage.
6, 8, 10.
Good lord.
I'm just shrugging.
That's why she was
Just
freaking
for
out.
the
Like, she's
listeners,
like,
just for the listeners, I'm just looking at David, and I'm
you're
just
like,
I'm
hey.
shrugging. Like,
Well, I was gonna say that's why in that moment when she couldn't dominate you, she's like, oh fuck.
like, yeah, this is gonna get bad fast. All right, so what is the
6? Always 6.
Okay, sorry.
Well, it's said otherwise.
2, 3, 4. 4.
4.
Yeah,
all right.
that's-
all right, but it is aggro.
Yeah, definitely.
Passo aggro. Mm-hmm. She does have a dice of fortitude, so
That's
I
great,
can give
good.
her a shot at that.
All right, cool.
And she makes it. So
Okay.
she takes 3.
3
Got my
aggravated.
damage tracker here. All right, 3 aggravated.
So she's also injured.
Yeah. Okay, and we're
So-
just going to keep the focus on the two of you, because Araceli, basically the two bodyguards are ghouls.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
Araceli
man.
is
She could go
taking on the ghouls and Zippy.
Zipper.
Zipper.
Okay.
He's forever Zippy.
She's
to me
taking on
now.
3 people?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
So I'm going after Amethyst. Like, it's personal.
Yeah, exactly.
So in terms of the damage I've done.
Yeah.
So she slashed at me.
Mm-hmm. So it's
trying to think
tit
of-
for tat, really.
Yeah, I'm just rending my claws, like, against her and her arm. She's putting her arms up, like, to protect herself? Or
Probably, or maybe a midriff shot, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
right across the abdomen, you know? Right across those washboard abs.
Right,
So-
right. Okay.
Yep. So you're both bleeding.
Hurting.
So actually, let's get I'm gonna ask for self control rolls from both of you.
Okay.
Because this is a very personal
1.
fight.
That's
You
1.
got 1 success.
Yeah.
And so it's quite possible, you know, to go over into frenzy here.
Mm-hmm.
No. Oh well. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
wait a
what?
minute.
What?
No, that was a 1 there, so that canceled out the 1 success.
No.
So yeah, she's gonna start frenzying. Actually,
That was easy. I'm not excited. I'm not excited about it, but
Yeah, no.
shit, that.
means it's gonna be a fight to the death for sure.
Uh-huh.
You know, and
Well, yeah.
and the beast. So she will not be going for any kind of subtle tactics like carving you up with a knife. Oh no, she's gonna try and rip your throat out,
Right.
beast style. So let's get another initiative roll, please. Her fangs are out.
Okay, so can I apply it because I've added blood to my dex? It doesn't
Uh-huh.
count. It doesn't count for
It
initiative.
does. Yeah,
it does.
Yeah, absolutely does. Yeah.
Okay, so 6.
Yeah, and she's going to spend a blood to boost her
3.
dex as well.
Is 9 plus 2 is 11. 11 plus. Dear God.
11 plus dear God. All right. 11. How'd you do?
15.
I got a 21.
God fucking damn it. Okay.
So she's launching herself at your neck.
Yeah.
Let's see.
21.
Good news. Yeah, I know. Good news is that.
I would have gotten the same thing if I had rolled a 10, but I didn't.
Yeah, well, you're both on the same base initiative, actually, so it really does come down to who rolls the higher on the d10. Okay, so once again, I'm running out of dice for my pool.
Do you want some? Mama?
Everybody builds a pool sometimes. Alright. Not amused by my song parodies.
No, I'm scared that Aaron's gonna die, but...
Alright. Okay. Here we go. Wait a minute. One thing. Okay. Alright. Okay. How big was her pool? Yes, okay. Alright, so I got 5 successes on that. And the bite is strength plus 1. So that's 9 dice. Okay, so that is 6 aggravated damage. Roll your fortitude, please.
You mean, so...
Yeah, but you don't get the stamina for aggravated.
I don't.
No, you only get to roll fortitude.
He could die.
I hear you.
2.
You got 2 successes?
Yes.
Good.
So I'm just incapacitated.
All right.
Or I have to go through... Wait, I have to go through and mark up my...
Well, your lethals would become your bottommost damage boxes, and then everything else would be aggravated. It pushes everything down.
Alright, so I'm incapacitated.
You're right, incapacitated. Interesting. I had a contingency plan for just such an occasion. All right, so Amethyst launches herself onto you with primal fury. I mean, her eyes are burning red.
Yeah.
And you just see this, like, celerity boosted maniac coming right at you. So basically all you see are, like, red eyes and bared fangs. You know? And then she's on you, and you're down, and you feel her fangs sinking into your neck, but it's not like the tender, you know, kiss of a vampire's bite. I mean, it is rending, and you can feel your flesh tearing away, and you feel blood gushing out, and then everything turns red, and then it turns black as you sink into torpor. You wake up. You are in some kind of large indoor space. For a moment you think it might be the interior of that cafeteria, but it's far too large for that. It's like an old factory or warehouse or something that has very high ceilings, you know. You can hear some voices talking, but it's very indistinct because you're just very fuzzy-headed, you know. But you are slowly coming back around, slowly waking up, you know. And, yeah, you're just staring up at these steel girders, like, 40 feet overhead. What do you do?
I'll try to get up.
Yeah, you can.
I roll over onto my stomach, and then I push myself up off the floor.
All right, yeah, you realize maybe you put your hand to your neck, you know, because the last thing you remember is this searing, burning pain.
Yeah.
But the neck feels whole and intact.
What time of day is it?
It's night. You know, there's these high, clear story windows and it's just black outside, nighttime. So you push yourself up. Looking around, you can see some machinery, like stainless steel, like factory machinery. There's some kind of like snaking overhead track that has like these very sharp looking meat hooks dangling every 5 feet or so, you know.
Alright, I think I've seen this before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where?
This is Allison's place. So I think, is this Allison's place? So I get up and I start walking around.
All right.
Carefully.
Yeah. So you realize that you are, you're like out on some kind of factory floor. There's large sluices in the floor, but the cement is otherwise clean, you know. And
I'm just going toward the sound of the voices.
okay. So there's sort of a partitioned off area that was like offices or something. The whole place feels very much like an abandoned building, you know. And as you're walking towards that area where you hear the voices, the door opens up and the voices come.
I stop.
Spilling out, you know, and it's like laughter and chit chat, you know. And you see Mohammed emerging. And he's got his hand on the shoulder of somebody, you know, in a friendly way. This guy his face is monstrous. It's sort of stretched horizontally into almost like a triangle shape, and it's vaguely reminiscent of a bug. You know, his eyes are wide set, and his nose and chin are kind of pointed, like almost like a cockroach's head. You know,
it's weird.
And his ears are very elongated. You know, and but he's smiling in his own kind of monstrous way. You can see Araceli, Emily, Manon coming out behind them. Everybody's smiling, and then Mohammed sees you, and he says, "Ah, well, look who's finally woken up. Aaron, I'd like to introduce you to the Baron of Tijuana, Cicatrice."
Bishop?
Sorry, excuse me, Bishop. The Bishop of Tijuana, Cicatrice.
I nod.
We were just waiting for you to wake up before we had a little game.
Game?
Araceli, do you want to bring our prisoner out? And so Araceli goes back into the office, and then you hear like a kind of a banging noise as she's like pulling something down, and then she drags Amethyst with a stake through her heart out through the door and throws her down on the ground in a heap in front of you. And that is where we will leave off this story.
What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, you got a character point for the chapter. You okay there?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just getting my bearings.
Uh-huh. How you feeling?
Overwhelmed.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It was an interesting conclusion, for sure.
Yeah, I feel cheated.
Well, I mean, would you rather I've let you die?
No, but I don't know. Like, I just feel cheated.
Okay. Well, I had an idea of what Araceli was, how she was going to perform.
Right.
In the combat and what she would do.
I know.
Yeah.
It would hold true across the board. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, cheated in what way, then? Those are strong words, Missy.
Well, I felt cheated from really doing stuff, but it was just the roll of the dice, you know? It's just like, I can't...
No, Amethyst is a formidable foe.
I know, I think, like, I overestimated, like, myself.
I know, that's why I was surprised when you was like, Amethyst! I was like, whoa.
What else was I gonna do?
Yeah, no, totally. It was a bold move.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I know. You go for
those
bold moments.
What did I get? One for what?
One for the chapter.
Right, okay.
So what did you learn?
I'm a pawn.
You
know, I'm still a pawn.
I am a rube.
I don't really have any power.
Uh-huh.
All I have is my abilities to do damage. And those are being used against me. I'm being exploited.
Again.
And Araceli is the only one I can trust. And
she knows the pain.
She does.
Of the gangrel life.
She understands in a way that Karen really never did. And so I'm like, yeah, like, that's gonna be good. Like, I can trust her. So.
Okay, that's good. You get a point for that. Definitely played your role well. Point for that. And again, I'm going to give you a point for, quote, heroism. Not so much heroism, as it's very hard to be heroic as a Sabbat, but for just, you know, embracing that necessity of the vinculum and all that kind of stuff, you know.
Right.
And just going with it.
Yeah.
So, this is also the end of a story. Right. So, would you say you achieved all or part of your goals that you set out to accomplish?
Only part. Only one of them. Maintain and thrive in a Sabbat pack.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's a big one, though. What was the second one?
Find a rain, explain everything.
Oh, right.
Also, my album.
Oh, yes, the album. Yeah.
So I only achieved one of my goals.
Well, you didn't really. I mean, the story goal with the album, that's more my thing, where it's like because of the time frame, it didn't allow you to have a chance at that. So I don't feel like that even should count against you. You know what I mean?
Oh, I didn't know if I didn't achieve the goals, those would be counted against me.
Well, it doesn't, not really. But I'm just saying, like when you say, "Oh, I only got the 1 out of the 3," it's like, well, like 1 out of 2. But that's good. You get a point for that.
Oh, I do?
Yep.
Okay.
Even minor victories can be rewarded if they push the game forward. Characters survived against harsh odds and grave dangers. You know it. Get a point for that.
All right.
And wisdom. The player, and thus the character, came up with a brilliant plan or even a spontaneous strategy that enabled the coterie to survive when it would likely have failed otherwise. That's always a tough one in a one-player game, since you are the coterie.
I think I've been maneuvering through this new
You have.
world pretty well.
No kidding, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm going to say
Get
yes.
a point there.
Okay.
Okay. So there you go.
All
There's
right.
your... Wait, how many points do you have?
I have 11, so I think I'm actually going to boost my fortitude
Good thinking.
because it's 5 times 2 is 10.
I'd say
so
those are points well spent.
yeah, so I'm going to do that, and then I'll have 1 point left.
Fortitude saved your ass.
It did. So I got to put more points into that.
Yep.
So 1. Cool.
Okay, well, so that's that. Nice meaty conclusion.
Well, it's a cliffhanger.
It is a bit of a cliffhanger.
It is a
isn't it?
cliffhanger. Not a bit of a cliffhanger. It is a cliffhanger, which you're very good at.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
All right.
we'll see what happens.
Indeed. So I'll pick it up again in about a month, probably. We'll see.
Realistically, we'll see.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too.
I've got a lot planned. It's going to be a doozy of a story.
Yeah.
You think it's been intense so far, baby?
I'm scared.
You should be.
No.
All right. Well, I guess that's it.
Okay.
All righty.